This is Uneducated Sports Talk. Stay smart, stay uneducated.
Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is episode 55 of Tuesdays with TJ, the NFL podcast, you guys. Hosted by myself, Carlos Clayton, and the beautiful PJ. And to my right, the main man of the evening, Mr. TJ Tracy. What's up, TJ?
I'm doing well, thank you very much. How is everyone today? How are you? Did you have a good Black Friday? And did you choke out an old lady on have a good Thanksgiving and choke out an old lady on Black Friday? That's what I was trying to say.
That sounds like a porno about to happen. I don't know where you're going with that, man. I choked out what? I don't know what was going on with that one. Is that a saying out there in where you're from?
No, I just know Black Friday can get a bit chaotic over there in the
you know what?
States.
Did I tell you that story about me beat up old lady?
No.
No, I didn't beat her up. I'm sorry, I didn't beat her up. But all right, quick story, y'all. Black Friday. This is why I don't go to Black Friday anymore. So, man, I'm 36, so I was probably about 24, 25, so probably more than 10 years ago. Long story short, I'm going to get this TV. I think it was a TV, and I got it right. I picked it up, and I'm walking with it, and I got it in my basket. And this old lady comes out of nowhere and just kind of like touches it and grabs it. I said, "Hey, lady, hey, this is my TV. What you doing?" And she was like, "No, it's mine." I like, "Lady, nah, this is clearly in my basket. I clearly grabbed it. It's mine." She was like, "No, it's mine." And I said, "Bitch, if you don't give me my damn TV." And she was like, "He's got my TV." I said, "I got your damn TV, lady." And I started walking real fast. So
Just get out there. Go.
that's basically the story.
And what you finally put a rule in: no Black Friday chaos.
Here comes my daughter. My daughter says, "Daddy, language." Lord, I had to tell her what it was though. Let go of my TV, lady. What's wrong with you?
Language.
Yeah, yeah, but my daughter said,
Got
"Daddy."
young kids
She
on
just walked in, "Daddy, language." Hey, that
that.
lady had to pay, man. That
Fair enough.
lady had,
Absolutely great.
she had to pay, man. But outside of that though, man, it was besides being sick, you guys, I'm all right though. I caught the
I'm sorry to
flu
hear.
a couple days ago. I'm a whole lot better. But boy, one thing I do wish was me looking at your freaking picks for week 13. Ladies
Oh
and
yeah.
gentlemen, round of applause for TJ Tracy. This is a show, by the way. My man went 16-0 in his picks.
What?
16-0.
Let's go. Seriously.
16 and freaking 0.
Damn, I should have put some money down.
Oh, you should have, man. I should have. God dog it. Well, it went
Yeah.
16-0, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's great.
How do you feel, sir?
Oh no, very good, very good. Thank you very much. It's all in the O line, you know. You've got to think about the O line. They're the big boys doing all the hard work. Yeah, I just fill through the gap.
Hey, gotta congrats the big boys, huh?
Yeah, congrats, big guys. They're doing all the hard work. They're doing all the hard work.
So remember we were talking about if I got my picks right and yours wrong, I'll be just one behind. Well, now I'm 9
Yes.
behind. Jeez, Mary and Joseph, man, you can't make this stuff up. No, you just can't make it up, man. I said, and that's me thinking the Titans gonna beat the Commanders. What the hell was I thinking, bro?
Oh, madness. I remember you saying at the time, and I was like, ooh, you're going for some Hail
I
Marys.
was going for it was Hail Marys, all right. Guess what? They were not answered. They were not answered. Of course, PJ, she's undefeated. She said, "Yeah, can I
Of
get some
course.
love? I've been undefeated for about 3 or 4 years. Yes, all right." She
Yeah.
said, "Damn a week." She said she been undefeated for 3 years now. This is real stuff, PJ. Real picking right here. We don't see you out there picking every game. Put your lifeline on the line, life on the line for this. So yeah, you have a commanding 9 win
Hey,
lead now. So Jesus,
damn.
Mary and Joseph, y'all. I gotta get some stuff right, man. I just
You've
gotta
only
get
got
it.
5 weeks left.
I know this is bad. This is bad for
5
business.
weeks.
All right, we got some folks in the chat though. Before we begin, first of all, welcome to another episode of Uneducated Sports Talk, Tuesday with TJ, the NFL podcast. So if you guys want to hit that like button, please do that. Our goal is we don't have a goal, just hit that like button and rep your team, y'all. If you have an NFL team, if you're on the chat right now, represent your team. And also, our poll question, which is kind of
Ooh.
tie in to our stream. Who is your MVP right now? We got 4 suggestions. We got 1. We've got Saquon Barkley, 2 Lamar Jackson, 3 Derrick Henry, or 4 Joe Burrow with a defense. So let us know what you decided to pick in that thing, man. Y'all know where I'm going with
What's
this.
your What's your answer?
Oh, Saquon Barkley all day. Oh man,
Saquon? Yeah, yeah.
Saquon Barkley. I mean, if Joe Burrow had a defense, yeah, it'd be Joe Burrow.
I
Hey,
do have to.
we'll talk about the Bengals in a minute, man. But these
Yes,
guys
yes,
have
yes.
now scored every game. I think every game, or most every game, they scored 30 points. They've lost. It's crazy.
Oh,
Madness, bro. Madness. They have scored 33, 38, 39, 30, 30, I think. 31, something like that. And they
so
lost all those games. I was like, yo, you can't make this stuff up.
I do feel sorry for Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. He is trying his
Hey, don't worry. It reminds me
hardest.
of the 2000 and the 2000 and don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is it the 2007 Saints? or 2012 Saints, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, we had so much offense, but we were dead last in defense. 79 was the record because
Damn.
we led the league in scoring offensively and led the league in scoring defensively. It was crazy.
Hey, defense wins championships.
It shows that you need a defense as well.
Yeah, you do.
We got F124 Gamer, as Dan McKeon's son says. Well, hi, what's up, F124 Gamer? Good to see you.
Hello.
We got Taterhead says, can we also talk about the shitty college new rankings? No, no spoilers.
No.
No, I don't want to be spoiled. Please don't. I mean, if you guys do, then go ahead. I don't care. But still, I want to watch for myself. So I want to watch it myself, y'all. Don't no
I
spoilers.
have heard that the rankings can be quite biased to some teams.
SEC, excuse me.
Yeah,
SEC
yeah.
squads. We got Dan McKeon says hi as well. What's up, Daniel? Peter said, what's up, DM? What's
Hello,
up, KG?
Dan.
Kelly Gardner says, hey, y'all. Good to see y'all. So if y'all can just calm down the college spoilers, please. That'll be. I'm gonna watch this as soon as we get off of this. I'm watching that. So, all right, y'all. Well, let's get into it, man. We are going back to our good, bad, and downright ugly. Last week was just straight good because we didn't have that much bad to talk about, honestly. But
No.
this week we got a lot of good and a lot of bad to talk about. So, but the first good thing we're gonna break down is after we get out of this, rep your team, y'all. Rep your team. All right, let's get to our good. All right, and our first topic, y'all, is going to come from that marvelous matchup we had between the Eagles and the Ravens. Ladies and gentlemen, run, Saquon, run. Eagles
Oh,
beat the Ravens 24-9. Yo, is it safe to call Saquon Barkley the MVP frontrunner right now?
I'd love to. I really would love to. Unfortunately, I don't think he is. Um, my opinion changed. I think it's Josh Allen. Like,
Oh,
yeah, like one, congratulations, Josh Allen. He got engaged over Thanksgiving to Haley Steinfeld. You lucky son of a bee. Um, and then yeah, watching his performance in the snow. He's like, what was it? He rushed a touchdown. He caught a touchdown from himself, and he passed for a touchdown. Like it was fantastic. He was just having the time of his life. Yeah, I think it is going to be Josh Allen, but Saquon's close. It shows that the Raiders were the number 2 defense, and Saquon got 107 yards. Now, 107 yards is apparently a bad day for him,
mm-hmm.
but against that defense, it felt like it was 170
And
because
it felt like he didn't even get a lot of carries. They weren't really trying to run the ball in that first half. It felt like, I don't know, because I felt like as soon as the end of the third quarter and the entire fourth quarter, every time they went to run with Saquon, he was gashing them. 5 yards,
yeah,
7 yards, 8 yards, whatever, 12 yards, that kind of stuff. So, but no, that's surprising though. Josh Allen, hey
yeah.
man, don't let that snowflake stuff cloud your judgment, man. No,
Oh, he just looked
it was cool.
phenomenal, and
The
obviously that
lateral
can
was
change.
awesome.
Oh yeah,
It was awesome.
it can change. Like Saquon is still being phenomenal. He's going against the Panthers this week, so he might be able to uh, put up some more numbers. But he's on pace to break the most rushing yards in the season by a running back completely. He's apparently on pace to just missed out on the total scrimmage yards. But if he does break it, he feels like there has to be a minimum of. I think he's got Offensive Player of the Year. I think that's locked
Oh
down.
yeah, minimum yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
right
think
between
he's
him and Henry.
locked down the next Madden cover. I think the next Madden cover is going to be him jumping over a guy backwards.
Oh, that'd be crazy. I don't think you want that because the Madden cover curse.
No, obviously. Yeah, CMC. Yeah, CMC. 2 injuries, 2 Madden covers.
Right. I didn't think about that. Damn, you're right.
And yeah, it's going to be a quarterback, and it's going to go to like Josh Allen. I think Lamar, he did some good things, but I don't think he's the MVP. I think it is going to be Josh Allen. Which
Nah,
sucks,
I mean, right
because
now, because the Ravens are just now piling on losses. Isn't that their 5th loss of the season?
yes,
So they're piling on losses now. I mean, that's why I think it really changed for me. You had the front runners, in my opinion, were
Hmm.
Saquon Barkley, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry all in the same game, and you had a feeling whoever had the better outcome of that game would be the front runner. In my opinion, obviously, you could throw in a Josh Allen, you could throw in keeping Lamar Jackson there, or Derrick Henry, whatever you want to throw in there. But I thought just the way that fourth quarter,
Mm.
like they banged and banged and banged on the Ravens the whole entire game. That fourth quarter, the Ravens defense, who are very stout in the run game, were just gas. And Saquon Barkley is the type of prototypical running back that he gets stronger as the fourth quarter comes away. And he dominated that fourth quarter, and it felt like yeah, they couldn't stop him. And I was like, yeah, that's MVP status, and of course the big touchdown too.
Hmm. So here's an interesting stat about Saquon, and maybe this is where he does. So obviously he has the number one rushing yards in the league at the moment at 1,499 yards. Um, if you just take his second half yards, he'll be at 982, and that'll be fifth in the league. He has 1 yard less than all of the Giants running backs put together.
Damn, I thought he had more than them by a mile. Damn.
So yeah, that's just in the second half.
Oh,
That's
the
his
second
half.
half. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, second half.
yeah.
I said, damn, hold on. The Giants ain't
Yeah,
running like that, huh?
no, yeah.
I said
His second
it
half
was definitely
performance.
Dan Jones then. Damn it.
Yeah, his second half performance is good enough to be fourth in the league, sorry, and
Okay,
have 1 yard less than all of the Giants running
that's
backs
a
put
crazy
together.
stat. We got Dark Striker 628 says honestly, it's between Saquon and Allen to me for MVP. It's
Yeah,
also high. Peter said, "What's up,
hello,
DS? Good to see you, man."
hello,
Tater Head
Steve.
says Russell Wilson has something to say about the MVP. We'll talk about Russell Wilson in just a minute.
Interesting. Yeah,
I'm not gonna go MVP route, but yeah, definitely MVP to the Steelers. Yeah, he's the Steelers MVP for sure. But yeah, and like Josh Allen, you can throw him in the mix too. I like that as well. I would like to see Josh Allen with a monumental game against a really good team in a maybe a classic kind of game, a shootout game, to where they
he
need
just threw
Josh Allen.
bananas.
What
Oh yeah, when he needs
that's
Josh
what I'm saying. But it
Allen.
was 35-10. Niners weren't. They're shelling themselves right now. We'll talk about them too later on. So I want to if they have that left on their schedule. I'm not quite sure. It is they're part of the
They've got.
AFC East.
I think they've got the Lions,
Oh,
the
see
Bills.
if we can see him dominate the lines,
Oh look.
even if they win against Detroit, just beat Detroit, right? I think that'd be something good for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sunday the 15th of December at 9:25. So what's
Oh, you said
3:25 for
you
you?
said 5th of December.
15th of
Oh, I
December.
thought you said the fifth. Like, whoa, they playing
No,
in a
no,
couple
it's still
days.
gone.
What?
Yeah, no,
I ain't see
15th of December.
that. I'm about to freak out.
Um, it's at Detroit.
Oh yeah, so Josh Allen coming huge in that game.
Ooh,
We'll see. Ben Saban is in the business. Barkley for MVP. It needs to go to someone other than the quarterback. I'm hoping for that.
yeah,
I'm hoping.
yeah.
I mean, Josh Allen doesn't really have the quote unquote numbers per se, but his touchdown interception ratio is great compared to other years, right? And he, do less will get you to do more. And that's what Josh Allen's doing right now. Having less, doing less, get you more. So I hope now we can all calm down with the Pat Mahomes MVP conversation. That's gone.
Oh,
Stop
I
that.
know. Yeah,
That's
I don't think
I don't
he
know
needs
why he was.
any
Yeah, I
conversation.
don't think he's nowhere near it anymore, man. Oh
Not,
man.
after that game against the Raiders. I have many things to say about that.
Yeah, crazy weekend that we had. Um, we'll talk about that. No other ones too. We'll talk about that during the Thanksgiving holiday. All right. Yeah. So we definitely have Saquon up there. You got Josh Allen one. I got Saquon one as well. So it's gonna come down to I really want to see a running back win this because there's been a lot of years for running backs. The last one was 2012. Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
That's
12 years ago.
crazy. That's just crazy to me. Like, oh my goodness, there's been Derrick Henry crazy years. There's been obviously CMC crazy year last
Had Todd
year.
Gurley.
No, come on, man. Like let's change it now. It needs to go to the most valuable player, right?
Mhm.
And then
Oh no,
or
absolutely.
the best player on a really 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 good team. That's
Not
what I
the
want to hear.
quarterback of that
Yeah,
player.
it can't be the quarterback. Yeah, right. Come on, like. Come on, man. The Ravens are now 7-5, so it can't be Josh. I mean, it can't be Lamar Jackson anymore. I'm sorry. They've lost 5 games out of 12.
Yeah. Well, we can guarantee it's not their kicker.
Oh, Justin Tucker, boy, talk about night and day, huh?
Is it? Do you think it's us seeing a great retire? Like Adam Vinatieri when he's last year, you could tell he had lost it.
Yeah,
Do you
but
reckon we're
Tucker,
seeing
it's
that,
just
or is it
like
just the yips?
he keeps going left, 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 and then his last miss, finally he was trying to aim it right, it went right.
Right?
I was like, yo, what is up with Tucker now? He can't hit nothing anymore. It feels bad, but they express confidence in him. They say have confidence in him. So I'm going to still roll with Tucker. I'm just glad I didn't get him for fantasy. Jeez, I would have
Oh
pissed
no,
off.
no, that sucks.
All right, well, we'll continue with the Saquon Barkley theme, but let's make it a whole entire Philadelphia Fly, Eagles Fly. TJ's Eagles talk after this message. All right, y'all. Fly, Eagles fly. TJ's Eagles talk. Let's get it, man. So, how does it feel to really be known as arguably
Oh.
the top 2 or 3 team in the NFL?
Well, thank you very much, Vic Fangio. Thank you very much, our defense, because for a majority of that game, our offense didn't do squat. We didn't show up for the first quarter. We did show up for the second, score a touchdown, took the lead. We fell down behind 9 quite early, and it could have been more, but obviously Justin Tucker's having his off year. But Jalen Hurts started to move. Obviously, Saquon started to move on. He obviously gets stronger as the game goes on. But our defense got a bit leaky, but we held strong. Our D line was getting after Lamar. 3 sacks, which is rare. 3 sacks, which is rare for Lamar Jackson, especially since he is slippery. But we managed to pull out the win. And even though it was, I think it was like 19-24, that last touchdown came with like 3 seconds left on the
Yeah,
clock.
yeah.
Yeah,
Literally, I think
it
like
was a
5 seconds of nothing.
yeah, it was technically it was a 12-24 game. So our defense held the number 1 scoring offense to 12 points, and it was great. It was phenomenal. I think it all sums up our rookie Cooper DeJean
Oh,
taking down the
phenomenal.
team.
Did you saw that the tackle on Derrick Henry was
Oh,
beautiful?
yeah,
Someone mentioned like the dude probably played wrestling. He probably was a wrestler back in the day, 'cause
quite
that was a
possibly.
great leg tackle.
That's
I mean, picked his
technique
big
through and
ass up
through.
and slung him down. I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, I think King Henry has like 60 pounds on Cooper and like 3 extra feet on him height, but it was a perfect tackle. And it just felt like they were deflated. They realized that they could move on us, but they couldn't score on us. Lamar missed a couple throws, which luckily, and obviously Justin Tucker was luckily missing, but our offense got it done when it needed to. Saquon obviously had 107 yards on them, which is great. Jalen Hurts played well. I want to shout out Nick Sirianni. The whole game was coached well. People are still calling for Nick's job, which is absolute. People are calling in to WIP Philadelphia and saying if he doesn't win a playoff game, they should still fire him.
I mean, you
Like
guys
if
had
we
a you
win
guys had a horrible inning last year and still won
we
11
did.
games in the regular season. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
like,
did.
okay,
We had a rough start. Obviously, and obviously from the bye week, we've gone on a 8-game winning streak. If we win next week against Carolina, that ties with the team's best winning streak. And what they don't seem to get is let's fire Nick, let's fire Nick. If you fire Nick, you're losing Vic Fangio, Kellen Moore, all of the pieces that you're saying is the only reason we're doing well, they're going to go as well.
yeah.
Like a new head coach will get in his own people
hmm
and all that. But yeah, they're literally saying if he doesn't make it to the AFC Championship, he should be fired, which is dumb,
That's stupid.
absolute dumb. But hey, we're doing very well. Like Cooper DeJean, I just can't get over Cooper DeJean. But it was so weird. It felt like I was being, because we knew how deadly this offense was. Felt like every time they had the ball, that offense, it felt like I was being suffocated.
Mm.
I was just sort of like couldn't breathe because of just how explosive they can be. And obviously, I sent you a picture of how stressful that game was.
A lot of beers in there. A lot of beers.
A lot of beers. A bit rough the Monday, but I was fine. But yeah, no, it's so good. And obviously, we're still one game behind Detroit. We need them to lose to Buffalo or the Niners, but I don't think they're going to lose to the Niners.
I don't think so.
They've got the Niners, the Packers, and the Vikings still to fight, and the Bills. So there's hopefully a couple losses there, but I'm not sure. But
I think there's a team that could beat Detroit. It's probably the Vikings, just because of the
Vikings.
familiarity.
I
mean, it was a close game the first time, 31-29, I believe.
We've got the only loss I see in the Eagles' coming future is the Steelers, because we've got Commanders, Giants, Dallas, Carolina, and Steelers. That's our next 5. All of them are very winnable.
Yes.
Extremely winnable. The only one we have to travel for is the Commanders.
That's right. For your last 5 games on at home. That's
home. Yeah. So
nasty.
I know, obviously, it felt like I was being a bit cheeky putting the Eagles having a 14-3 record at the beginning of the year, but that's very doable.
It's very doable now. I did not believe you at all. Not one bit.
Especially not after the first 4
I
weeks.
gave them 11-6 was my record for the Eagles, I believe. I think I said 11-6.
I don't have the thing plugged in. Quite possibly.
All right, man.
I think that's it.
Eagles looking good, man. I got to give them credit where credit's due, man. They look like the second best team in the NFL, but it's Detroit and Philadelphia, in my opinion.
Who would you have in... It all depends where it's being played, really, isn't it? If Detroit comes to Philadelphia...
Well, I'll tell you what. I've seen Detroit in Green Bay. I saw that game they won on the road really let me know this team is different. They're built to win right now, and I like Detroit still going to the Super Bowl. But I mean, if I'm going to Detroit versus Philadelphia, I'm going to Detroit. I think Detroit is just they're ready. They're ready. And if they lose, it's on them pretty much. It's gonna be on them, man. So this is TJ's Eagles Talk. Fly Eagles Fly. All right, y'all. Let's go on with our bad now, and we got a lot of bad going on. We want to make up for last week for not having any bads at all. So let's get with the bad. But before we get into that, we got some folks in the chat. We got Laney says, "Hey, Carlos said, PJ, how have you been doing?" He said, "What's up, Laney? We're doing well, Laney. Always good to see you once again." We got Ben Mott said, "Hello, fellas. How's everyone doing tonight?" He said, "What's up, BM? Ben, we're doing good, man. I cannot complain, brother. Enjoying this beautiful Tuesday, episode 55 with TJ. So, we're definitely rolling right here, y'all. If you want to hear more about our Saquon Barkley talk or our Philadelphia Eagles, TJ's Eagles talk, please just go back and check it out, man. Our Saquon Barkley MVP talk, is he or is he not the front runner? We have our opinions on there, so please go back if you guys want to. All right, let's talk about the Steelers beating the Bengals in a really good matchup, 44-38. But what I want to talk about is there's 2 storylines to this. But I want to know which one is more the bigger story, right? Is it the Steelers? They actually look like a really good football team, or the Bengals, and they cannot play defense to save their freaking lives. What's the bigger story, TJ? Steelers good play or the Bengals downfall?
I think it's the Bengals downfall. Like, the Steelers are sitting at 9-3. They're doing phenomenal. They're blowing teams out, which is absolutely great. But we knew they were going to get at least 9 wins because
it's Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin never has a losing season.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Shame on me. I'm sorry. Shame on me, PJ. You're right.
Yeah. It was a very bad talk. We
5 wins.
Mike Tomlin. A lot of apologies. No doubt to him anymore. But yeah, the Bengals, I think, is the biggest disappointment because I had them winning, going to the Super Bowl. I like Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Like, that team is stacked, and it really is. Like, their defense is a colander. Like, they can't stop anything, which sucks. Disappointment because Joe Burrow's trying to play as the best as he can, and so is Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase had what was that game the other week? It was like 200 odd yards, and they lost.
Loss.
What was it? 145. Oh no, that's the wrong one. It was absolutely ridiculous. I'm trying to find it. Sorry.
I'm gonna go over the Bengals.
200 against It was against Baltimore. It was 264 yards he had, Jamar Chase, and they lost 35-34. Absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah, it's the Bengals not having a defense. And hey, we owe Tomlin an apology. The Steelers doing extremely well. He made the right choice to put in Russell Wilson in. This game was fun. It was a punch after a punch after a punch. But their defense let them down again.
Here is the Bengals. All right. Bengals scored 33 points against the Commanders. Loss. Bengals scored 38 against the Ravens. Loss.
Oh,
Bengals scored 34 against the Ravens. Loss. Bengals scored 27 against the Chargers. Loss. Bengals scored 38 against the Steelers. Loss. Look at that. That is just downright disgusting. But not so fast, my friend. The bigger story is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
you reckon?
Like this team is different. With this team with a quarterback of any capacity of being decent or good, this is what we expect from the Steelers with a good quarterback. This is Ben Roethlisberger when he was in his prime with the Steelers. This kind of good. We've always known this team to have that defense behind them, right? They've always had these weapons. When it was AB and it was Le'Veon Bell. Well, now it's not necessarily the big names, but nice weapons still, and you add in Russell Wilson. That's the better story, the bigger story. The Steelers are a legit threat in the AFC now, because when they had a good, decent team that made the playoffs or a close borderline playoffs, we never saw them as a threat in the playoffs. Like just last year, you're gonna play freaking Kansas City. You're gonna play freaking XYZ in the first round. Yeah, it's a wild card beat down. You're about to take. We knew it. It was like if they won the wild card round, ain't no way in hell they'd win the divisional round. We knew that.
Absolutely.
Over the last 6-7 years, or since Ben has retired from the Steelers, this team now is a team to be reckoned with. And I'm gonna say this: when they win the division, I'm going division winner. Because now the Ravens, now you're 2 games back now. Okay, good luck, Ravens. We keep losing these games. The Steelers, them having home field was the only thing stopping them from going and having a decent or nice playoff run. Now they might have a home game or home field advantage for at least 2 of those games. Who knows how it goes down? But this is the Steelers team, and you got T.J. Watt back there. Just the whole entire high tower. That defense is nasty, but then you add in Russell Wilson. His ability to play quarterback at a great level. That is what the Steelers were missing with Rudolph, with freaking Pickett, with the other crappy ass quarterbacks they've had over that time period, right? They just didn't know how to.
Rudolph, yeah.
Come on. Rudolph the red nose, right? No. Rudolph was. I don't want to talk about him. He got hit with a helmet. Come on. Yeah. So all I'm saying is you have a competent quarterback now, Russell Wilson, who just 3 years ago was a top 5, top 10 quarterback in the league, right? And now he comes back and he's showing everyone. Look, they scored 44 points, albeit I think there was a fumble for a touchdown, a defensive touchdown in that game too. But it was still well over 400 yards of offense again for the Steelers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. The Bengals just suck at playing defense, but the Steelers back in the day, they would have made that a very ugly game and probably would have lost by a touchdown or 2 against this Bengals team. This Steelers team is going to score 44 on you. That's the difference. That's the bigger story. Look, I've seen the Bengals downfall over the last couple weeks now. I'm tired of the Bengals. They're done. 8 losses. They're out of there now. They're done. So the Steelers, though, my God, 9-3. And it's like night and day
Yeah.
with that offense, man. And we were all kind of like scratching our heads when Justin Fields was announced that he would be the backup, and Russell was. I was like, but but you're winning. That doesn't mean diddly squat in the NFL if you're not winning with a purpose. And that
Yeah,
is
no,
what Mike
yeah.
Tomlin was saying. We got to win with a purpose. We can't win scraping by. We want to, because Justin Fields wasn't going to win this game. Let's keep that
Nope.
real. Justin Fields couldn't keep
No.
up with the scoring. Russell Wilson can. I like what George Pickens. He's a dumbass. He's a jackass. He gets on my damn nerves, but he's still a really good wide receiver. You know,
He is a very good
if they
wide
can control
receiver.
his ass, if he can control his damn self, they'll be better off, with him controlling himself. Come on, man. Stop playing around. You got a good thing going on. But anyways, what I'm saying is they got the weapons and they have the defense, right? If Watt can stay healthy, that's been his biggest MO is just staying healthy, man. This team could go somewhere this year. So we'll
Which
I
is
like that.
interesting. It's going to be very interesting when they do play the Eagles in 2 weeks' time, because obviously statistically the Birds just have the number one defense.
Hmm.
So it's going to be that explosive potential offense going against that good defense, and up mid their offense going against that really good defense. If I no, I get you. I get you. Everyone did write off the Steelers, um, and they've proven that we're all wrong. They are definitely going to win that division because it's so odd. Like no one had the Steelers winning that division. So if the playoffs started now? I don't suppose you know.
Chiefs won.
Obviously, yeah.
Hold on. The AFC. Hold on. AFC East. Bills 2,
Hmm.
Steelers 3, Texans 4.
Let's have a
I believe the
look.
fifth seed would be the Chargers, probably. And then the sixth seed, maybe the Ravens. Seventh seed, I'm just making up stuff now, but
So it would be obviously one Chiefs who have clinched the playoff
they
spots, not
did.
their division.
They did.
The Bills who have clinched their division
Division.
5 times in a row.
Hmm.
Then it's Steelers, Chargers.
Well,
Uh,
that's the records, but the standings will be
oh yeah,
Texans will
no,
be
we're not on
Texans will be
that. Yeah,
fourth.
yeah, playoffs. There you go. So I'm in the wrong one. Playoffs.
No, there you
Here we
go.
go. So yeah, it'll be Chiefs, Bills, Steelers, Houston, Chargers, Baltimore, and Denver.
Denver's the last team.
So
Yeah, Denver looked good yesterday too against the
so it'll be
Browns.
Steelers versus Ravens if the playoffs started today.
That'd be crazy again.
Oh, that'd be such a
It happens
fun
though. It happens
game.
all the time, man. When teams play each other 3 times in a year, happens all the time. We got the beautiful Christian Ann Ruda says, "Happy Tuesday, everyone! Hit that like button, share the stream, and subscribe to the best USC nation ever." Halo, the beautiful PJ and TJ. I see Beer Gang going in. Nice guys. Hey, we're trying, but TJ's got a magnificent one going on, man.
I've got to hide the triple chin.
Yeah. Dark says, honestly, the Bills should take it easy until the playoffs. They already won the division, so they should rest their players.
They're going for the one seed.
Resting is never a good thing. Never.
They're one game behind the Kansas City
Yeah,
Chiefs. They're going for the
you
one
gotta
seed.
win for the you ain't beating Kansas City in the playoffs. You might as well go ahead
Personally,
and try and beat them at home in Buffalo. And pray it's snowing.
they should have the number one seed because Kansas City, their luck has to run out eventually. I don't know what leprechaun they've got luck stored in a basement somewhere. Oh,
Hey, we got Imani Bentley says, "Go Birds" with the Eagles emojis. You got a friend. You
go
got a
Birds.
friend in me. You got a friend in me. Peter said, "What's up, EB, and what's up, CR? Good to see you guys." Imani Bentley, we know you represent Philadelphia all the way. Appreciate you for showing love in the stream. Dark Striker says, "Chiefs, Bills, Steelers, Texas, Chargers, Ravens, and Broncos." Yes, sir. That's a
Yes, thank you
AFC
very much.
currently. Yes, sir. All right, let's keep the bag going on, y'all. Let's all good old Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, who, by the way, who signed that mega deal with Atlanta, and then he literally got bamboozled in the draft. They got
Yeah,
Michael Penix
Penix.
Jr.
Yep.
and yeah, he got bamboozled in the draft, and he did say, "If I knew they were getting a quarterback, I wasn't going to Atlanta." Well, extra stress now on Kirk Cousins and those Falcons. Mind you, the Buccaneers are starting to get their stride again in the NFC South. Atlanta lost a couple games now. I think 3 of the last
Hmm.
4. Kirk Cousins, he threw 4 interceptions versus the Chargers in a 17-13 loss. Will this be his first and last season as a Falcon, TJ?
As a Falcon, no. He's definitely on, like, they've guaranteed, so they gave him 180 million, 100 guaranteed, and that guarantees his full salary this year and next year. So he's guaranteed $27.5 million next year. Like, he's going to be on their roster next year. Then again, we said that about Daniel Jones, and look what we know. But if they cut him next year, it'll be $65
Whoa, whoa,
million
whoa, wait, wait,
dead
wait, wait,
cap.
wait. But what about a trade?
No one's trading for him.
You sure?
No one's trading with this.
Kirk Cousins, I mean, we've seen
Not with this
this
contract.
man has been the miracle child of quarterbacks. Ain't won a damn thing. He keeps getting paid. He keeps getting
He
traded
does.
for,
He
like,
does.
come on, man.
But it's this contract that makes him untradeable because 65 million on your cap hit. Like, that's a lot. Well, no, the cap numbers will be 40 million next year, 57 the year after, and then 57 the year after that. Like, no one's going to trade for this contract. I think he might be the backup next year. But yeah, it's you got Atlanta will be sweating because now the Tampa Bay has tied the record, but Atlanta has the tiebreaker on here. But
Mhm,
Tampa Bay got Mike Evans back. They even
mhm.
though it went to overtime against the Panthers, like Panthers have been looking good again, which is worrying. Um, but I hope Atlanta does make it through because the Eagles have a problem with Tampa.
Mm.
Um, but no, I don't think so. I think he's going to be a Falcon, but I don't know if he's going to be the starter next year. What's your opinion?
I agree on he's going to stay another year and he's going to be the starter. You're not going to have him out there
Oh, you
to
reckon?
be the. Oh, he's not going to be a $160 million backup. That's not about to happen at all. No. Then you might as well trade him for nickels and pennies. Then if you're going to do all that, then right? Give him trade him for a 6th round whatever to somebody else and dump because I think he will be. I don't think he's not going to do his whole 4 years. I guarantee
No.
you. Them getting Michael Penix Jr. was for a reason. They know that Kirk Cousins is in his mid-30s, right? They know that his better years are behind him. They know that. He's still a very competent quarterback. That is true, too. But let's be real. This last 5 or 6 game stretch now, he has not looked that awesome at the quarterback position. And the dude cannot run. He is still stiff
No.
as a look. He's got moxie and he's got guts. This isn't Derek Carr where one hit scares him off. He's gonna stay there and take those hits, but still he can't maneuver. So everything is timing. And in today's NFL, where D tackles are running 4.3 speed at you, man, you got to move that ball. You got to at least have Pat
Mhm.
Mahomes mobility. You ain't gotta be a 4.3 quarterback like Lamar Jackson or a 4.2 quarterback. But you gotta move around. And Kirk Cousins doesn't show that. Now I guarantee you, he's not going to finish his 4 years in Atlanta. Either
Oh
by
no,
either by
absolutely
year
not.
3 or year 4, he's going to be traded. I guarantee it. Traded or yeah, traded.
They
I'm
they
I'm saying traded. He's getting traded. He ain't getting. They're not gonna cut that man. They
they
not.
can cut in 2026. That ticket dead
Oh,
money of only 25 million. So they
okay.
do have a void year
Yeah,
of
okay. That
2026.
could be it. But I do see him. I like if Atlanta's smart. Michael Penis is not going to change your future right now. He's not. He's not.
Yeah, no, it's
He's
not.
not. Like whatever aspirations, whether it's playoffs, Super Bowl, whatever. It's the same between Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix. Now you get him a whole year under his belt, second year even to sit and learn, and then year 3, come out guns blazing, let's get it, because you should know everything
Mhm.
by now, right? That's where I think he blossoms at. But look, Atlanta fans, just like you hear a lot of Philadelphia talk about firing Atlanta fans, they want Kirk Cousins gone. They want Michael Penix there. I'm like, yo, slow your roll, slow your roll.
It really is a thing, isn't it, in the NFL? Was it backup quarterback syndrome? If you have one bad game or two bad games, your quarterback, people are calling as a quarterback, people are calling for your job.
And that is
Put the
what
backups in.
that's
Do
what
what
Kirk
do.
Cousins was mad about. He was like, yo, because as a quarterback, you want to kind of have that feeling that you're the guy, no matter what happens. But then when you sign a contract and in the first round pick, they pick a quarterback your position, you're like, yo, whoa, Well, if I get a 3-game slump, they don't want to boot me out of here, because Michael Penix is back there. So I
It
understand
was,
Cousins' frustration.
yeah, no, I get you, but like everywhere has, even Philadelphia, when Jalen Hurts had that terrible game against Tampa Bay this year, people were calling for Pickens to be put in,
Yeah, I've
and
said,
obviously Nick
yeah.
Sirianni declined.
Philly fans are weird now. Now I
No,
got
no, we're absolutely, we have
it.
no patience. We
But
have no
here's my
patience.
concern for Cousins, though. Like, you see that score, 17-13. That was a close
That was
game.
bad.
Very close game, very winnable game. And he went down. I
Yeah.
mean, he threw a pick in every area of the football field. You want it in the end zone, we got you. You want it in the last drive, we got you. You want it like right by our end zone, you got it. You want it in the middle of the field, we got to intercept. Like, dude, what is going on? And they were all like his fault. It wasn't any like tip drills going on. It was all like, oops, my bad. Damn, too high. Damn, overthrow. Damn, too far. Like, okay, what's going on, Kirk? Calm down.
Well, he has a game like that, and then he has a game where he just completely masterful. Look at
You're right. You're
Jared
right.
Goff the
You're
other
right.
week. Well, he threw 5 interceptions. Fair enough, they still won the game because the Lions, but
Well,
5 interceptions in one game.
that's the difference though, because at the end of the game, he
They
still
won.
came through. Jared Goff came through the end to put him in that position to kick the field goal, or to score a touchdown and kick the field goal. As far as Kirk Cousins, he had an opportunity at the end to win the game, to
Yep.
erase all that negativity, to only have 3 interceptions with a touchdown or whatever to win the game. He didn't do it. So, and
Blew it away.
obviously the teams as well, the Lions are a much better team than the Falcons. So I get that. Let's keep the bag going on, though. Right? If you guys want to hear more about our
Let's
Steelers,
just keep
yeah, let's
going.
keep going on. There's a lot of bats are going on. How about the San Francisco 49ers?
Oh man,
Oh, Lord.
that Super Bowl hangover.
Oh, man. Bills beat down the Niners 35-10 in a beautiful, snowy scenery in Buffalo, New York. It was beautiful out there. I actually enjoyed watching that game while I was downright sick, uh, throwing up and crap, but I'm still watching the game though because I like games like that. Last week we had the Browns beat
Oh, that was
the
fun.
Steelers in the snow. That was an awesome game. Bills beat the Niners, but Bills are the Bills. We know about that. What in the hell is going on with the Niners? Oh, by the way, McCaffrey out again. Oh, by the way, their backup running back Jordan Mason out
Madison.
as I mean
Mason, sorry,
he's out too. So like, what is
yeah.
going on? Oh, by the way, freaking their linebacker God, what's his name?
It's
Uh
not Warner.
Warner, Fred Warner,
Yeah,
high ankle sprain the last
yeah,
7
gone.
weeks now, but he's just been thugging it. I'm like, dude, I get it. You're a warrior. We ain't doing none of this shit. Sit your ass down, dog.
Just don't miss further
Yeah,
injury.
no, we don't want you to break that thing. All right, leave it as a high fraction and heal
The
it.
annoying part is they're in the NFC West, and the NFC West is on top of each other. The Cardinals, the Seahawks, which had a crazy game this week, the Rams, like they're all so on top of each other that I think they're only a game behind the Cardinals. I think.
Yes. No, the
Yeah.
Seahawks are on top now.
Oh, Seahawks are on top now,
Yeah,
so they're
Seahawks
only
are
like
on
a game
top,
behind.
and Rams are 2. Cardinals and Niners might be tied for third, or
See,
might be Cardinals third and Niners fourth. Because I don't think the
so
Niners.
here you go. Yeah, so Seahawks on top with 7-5. Then it's Cardinals 6-6, Rams 6-6, Niners 5-7.
Yeah,
So the frustrating part is if they go on a 4-game win streak, which unfortunately it's gonna struggle because they're gonna have the hardest schedule out of all of these because
yeah,
obviously they won their division last year. They could win the division, which is dumb because they'll go 1-0. Like this season, you're injured though tomorrow. Your MVP, which is CMC, is injured, out for the season. Goodbye all the number 1 picks in fantasy. Brock Purdy's injured. Let him rest. Kittle's banged up. Ayuk's gone. Like, just call it. Just be like, okay, I know we could still win the division, but even if we get into the playoffs, we're going to get destroyed. So just like the injuries, you don't want to risk any injuries to the man. Just look for the future. They always seem to have this year. They have a really good year, and then they have an injured year, and a good year, and then an injured year.
hmm
It does suck. Well, personally, as an Eagles fan, watching them implode is quite enjoyable. But yeah, obviously, all those Niners fans had all that hope. CMC, Madden curse is struck him bad. PCL injury, isn't PCL tear?
Yep.
6 weeks.
Hey, question is this it? Is this their window for
Oh
Super
yeah.
Bowl? Is it over with? Like I'm talking
Oh,
like their
Super
window,
Bowl.
their window of winning a Super Bowl. Is it over?
Oh, is their window?
I'm
Is the
answering.
Super
I'm
Bowl window
answering for
still?
myself. Yes,
Yeah.
they're done. They've had plenty of chances, and I mean I know they had to face the Chiefs twice in that time, and the Eagles beat them when they
Yes.
and Brock Purdy went down when the Eagles won. And they could have won that game. Whatever, could have made it Super Bowl 3 years in a row probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think now look, all your guys getting paid, and Debo Samuel got paid, and Kittle's got paid, and McCaffrey got paid, and Ayuk got paid, and and it's almost like they're not hungry anymore, right? And I don't want to be that person, but this is how it is sometimes, guys. I think their mistake, which I believe they paid Ayuk. I'll let his ass go.
Oh yeah,
I
I
would
would have got
I would have
Ayuk
let him go
too.
with the swiftness, baby.
Especially since you drafted his replacement as well, and then you paid the man.
Yeah,
But they do have 49 million in cap space next year.
yeah, they're good to go. Yeah, they're still good to go. And I would probably put that on their defense and get that defense right again, man. And
Well,
hopefully, that Fred Warner comes
you
back healthy.
can. You're gonna have to pay Purdy. This is his third year,
And
so his
and
fourth year
and
next
that
year.
is why there's so much cap space, though.
They're getting ready to pay Purdy
They get ready to pay Purdy. Yes, yes.
because the most successful number Mr. Relevant of all time. Yeah, I don't. I am shocked. I think we did an episode back in spring where it was, is Ayuk staying or Ayuk gone? And both of us said Ayuk's gone, especially since they drafted.
Right.
Oh, what's the guy who got shot in the
Yeah.
chest?
Pearsall. His last name's
Pearsall.
Yeah,
That's it.
Pearsall. Yeah.
They they had Pearsall, and
Who's
like that
actually
means you have
he's a really good receiver. I seen him in
he's
a couple
good.
games. I like him. Yeah, I do like him.
Yeah, no, he's a solid replacement for Ayuk,
Yeah.
and because you would have Samuel Ayuk, Pearsall, Kittle, CMC, like that's five people, I think. Might have miscounted. That need the ball. And I'm not gonna lie, Ayuk is a bit of a diva. If he
He
doesn't get the
is.
ball, he gets a bit
He's a
assy.
diva.
Look at the Super Bowl, he was annoyed.
he was proper. Like,
Proper annoyed, yes.
yeah,
Um,
I agree with you. I thought the Niners had every right to not pay that man. I would have said go ahead because honestly, you're a good receiver, but you're not a number one. I'm gonna just keep it real. It's the system that's making him
yeah.
look like a really good receiver when it's actually honestly in reality he's probably at number two and anyone else is anyone
So
else's thing.
do you reckon seeing how Pearsall is this year? Next year they've got 49 million, obviously they have to play Purdy. Do you see a trade? Do you see a Samuel trade?
I would
Or an
try, yeah.
Ayuk trade?
Debo, I think Debo is on the trade market. I'm pretty sure. I would try and trade Debo because Debo isn't your prototypical receiver. He's not gonna
No.
really beat you in a route, right? Per se. I mean, he's still a good receiver, obviously. But as far as like your route threat, he's gotta be this. He's a gimmicky type of
Yeah, he's
receiver.
limited.
You play him in the backfield a lot of motions, a lot of that kind of play from his
Oh,
position. I would probably trade him more than I would with
yeah.
Ayuk.
Oh, no,
One,
absolutely.
you get more value trading Debo anyways.
Yeah, no, looking at his contract, because I was curious, because contract does matter when it comes to trade block. Next year is the only guaranteed year, the rest are all voids.
See,
So he could be a 1 year rental.
there we go. That's how you
Yeah,
save your
he's
money,
definitely
man.
on the trade block.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna try and trade Debo. I just feel like that's the right asset. They're not gonna get much for Ayuk, because
No.
everyone. If I know he's not that talented of a receiver, then I know the rest of the league knows that as well. He's not. I say not talented. He's not a number one, in my opinion.
But
He's
here's
not.
the
He's not your
thing.
friend. He's not a franchise changing receiver.
No, I get you. And it's hard to say that the window's shut because the window was open wide when Jimmy G was there, and they slammed that shut with Trey Lance, and then obviously it was wide open again. The system will succeed always. So
I mean, because they just got lucky though. I mean, they didn't get Trey Lance because they were bad or had a bad record. They got Trey Lance because of trades that had them in that number three seed, that number three whatever.
yeah, it's true.
So I mean,
And they never used him.
they never used them. All the
Never used
asset
him.
they lost. Boy, I wish they would have. I wish they could have thought that over again, right? But I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't blame them, and it's not their fault that he got hurt. His first game as a starting quarterback. So that's life, man. This happens.
Yeah, I get you, I get you. But I wouldn't be shocked in a year, if not the year after, they'll be in the conversation again.
Gotcha. We'll see. Let's go to the downright ugly, man. I feel like bringing this up because this is one thing that I know. Like, hey, there's like three things in life that's always gonna go: this death, taxes, and the freaking Miami Dolphins losing when it's freaking cold, man. These guys, Miami still can't win the cold. They lose in Green Bay during Thanksgiving, the last game of the day. Why the issue of playing in below freezing temps? I want to kind of get to the psychology thing now, like because it can't be. Is it the players themselves, or is it just because it's so warm, Miami, that when you get anywhere outside of that, it's like a whole different tundra? I don't get it. I really don't. Now, I tell you what, I'm from Louisiana, where it's about the hottest spot in the United States. I get it. But I love the cold, and I love playing in the cold. Now, the worst day of my life, it was negative 13 degrees in Chicago, and it was super duper windy, and that thing was deadly. That was the worst day of my life as far as cold, when I couldn't deal with that at all. But I also wasn't in a player about to perform position, right, to hype me up, that
Mhm.
whatever. I was a fan watching the game, so, you know. But I want to talk about the psychology. What's going on? Because players change every year, right? And let's not get it
Yeah.
twisted. Those guys from Green Bay, if you look at their roster, they're all from the SEC, Southeastern Conference, which is the
Oh, is
South.
that what that stands for?
Yeah, Southeastern Conference. Like they
Oh.
all live where we live in Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, Alabama. They're all from those areas. So those guys play the same. Is it a culture? Is it a mind thing? Because even watching Hard Knocks last year, watching the Dolphins, they made it a big issue. Even coaching staffs, players, about it being so cold. I guarantee you, if Pittsburgh or Philadelphia or Baltimore or any of those cold teams that are good, Kansas City, they go on the road to Green Bay, they're not talking about the cold as much,
No, they're
right?
not.
I don't know what's going on in Miami, but like that right there, that's why I was so confident Chiefs winning. I was like, all the Chiefs could do is win one game
Oh,
last
yeah.
year. Miami's on the schedule at the wild card round. Yeah, they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Easy.
Boom. I don't know why I thought that. It was just like random. Like, yo, Miami's there. Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Yeah. I don't know
No,
I don't know how I picked that, but I saw Miami in the wild card game and said, man, ain't no way in hell I would have bet my house on that game. I promise you I would have. No, I lied. I can't promise that. I can't promise that. I'm not that crazy. But I'd have bet a lot of money, which I did, and I did win a lot of money on that one. But
Oh, nice, nice,
still,
nice, nice.
still, I'm like, dude, like, what is going on in Miami? Why can't they get this right? Because it was 28 degrees and it felt like 23 in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And these dudes, if you saw everything, they mentioned how, like, the NBC broadcast mentioned how much they brought over to accommodate the players. They said over 3,500 pounds of equipment.
What?
Yes, 3,500 pounds of equipment to keep these guys warm. From jackets, they had vests. They had army vests. Like, it was crazy under their jackets. It's like trying to keep these guys, like, I think it's a mental thing.
It has
It
to be.
has to be because they had brought so much stuff, man. I'm like, dude, these guys are playing the same game you're playing. These guys who are drafted from the SEC are not only going to Florida, they're also going to Green Bay, Chicago, Kansas City. Like, the SEC college football rules the nation, so a lot of these guys get drafted to these teams. A lot of these guys are going to the freaking you know, they're going
NFL,
they're
yeah.
going to the NFL and playing for these cold teams, the Bears.
But
I
you
don't get it.
see players, yeah, you see players, yeah, other players from the SEC do well in the cold climate. It has to be because it doesn't make sense. It's like it's a full-on guarantee that they're going to struggle and they're going to lose. Um, I don't know. I know people talking about the Miami mindset. and how Miami's like its own different thing. Because obviously, not to not to go back to the birds, but I will. Is when Vic Fangio left Miami, you had players like kicking rocks, like thank God he's gone. He's all he's an arse, blah blah. And then you see what he's done in Philadelphia.
Mhm.
And when people asked him, he's like, some players preferred the Miami environment than what they did actual playing football.
Oh yeah, yep. Ben
Because
said
apparently
Los.
Miami,
Ben Moss says Los. They have to have a winning record to have playoff games at home, so you don't have to go on the road and play in the cold. That is facts. If Miami just won a
yeah,
lot more games, they had an opportunity last year. Like two opportunities to have a home
yeah.
field game, and they lost both those games to the end to the Bills and somebody else. So yeah, you're right about that. Just win your games and have a home playoff game. But eventually, you will think that man, we got to win one of these games, right? And they have. But I'm sorry, TJ, go ahead.
No, yeah, and it's just apparently, obviously, not being in the States and all that. Apparently, Miami has its own sort of culture, its own sort of environment, and that's quite intoxicating. But is it just you're so used to the heat, 'cause it's so intense there that anywhere else is just alien? But
I
it
don't,
just
I don't
doesn't
know
seem
because I'm
right.
trying to think like I'm trying to think of Detroit.
What is it?
Detroit plays indoors.
Yeah,
Maybe I mean it can't be just the environment. It's not because if you like high school level, college level, if you get a great team that plays in the South versus a horrible team that plays in the North, if that South team goes to the North, they're gonna beat them no matter what the circumstances are. Right, so it's not just the cold that just makes these guys invincible. No, it's not none of that. It's a mentality thing. And Miami, they're just very weak minded. And look, say what you want about McDaniels being a great offensive. Look, the dude is still a little bitty kid, and I think there's a respect factor that he's not getting from that team.
apparently he's losing the locker room.
I'm
He's
telling you
losing the
because
locker
you,
room.
you go in that cold, man, and you would just these guys is blocking up. But I'm telling you, like these same guys that are being drafted to Green Bay and Philadelphia and Chicago and Kansas City, they're all from the same conference as you guys are, but you're going to Miami, right? All these down south guys are. I mean, Roquan Smith, right? He went to Roquan Smith is a Alabama guy, straight SEC from Alabama, right? About as hot as it could be right next to Louisiana. He went to the
Mhm.
Ravens, and now he's with went to the Bears, and now he's with the Ravens. I mean, he's
Ravens, yeah.
he's handling it just fine. He's been around heat all his life, so it's just a mentality thing. I don't know what's going on, but they got to get out of that because I'm telling you, TJ, I watched that episode of Hard Knocks. Them going to Canada, and they talked about that for coaching staff, head coach, assistant coaches. They were all players, and now it's a mind thing. Oh Lord, it's gonna be real cold, y'all. Oh Lord, hey, make sure we got this, make sure we got that. Keep my toes warm. Focus on all that except football. And that's all we heard for this Green Bay game. Miami's going to Green Bay with 23 degrees. It's below freezing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we got to get all kind of stuff. Let's account them. Don't bump that, man. Where's the guy that takes his shirt off, during warm-ups, right? I want that guy. I want that guy, like, showing his six-pack, and he's like, it ain't that cold out here. Oh, and then he gets the pneumonia, pneumonia the next day. But still. We got Keeping It Real Who That Sports Podcast.
Ooh,
Says, my
hello.
brothers, how you doing? And of course, my sister PJ. She said, what's up, love? How we doing? And he says, you are right, Carlos. It must be a serious mental block. It's gotta be, man. Because they went
How
out
would you
there
get
and
over it?
bro, either a new coaching staff would do that, like you said
Oh,
earlier, or new voices. New voices or someone to say, oh, yo, we gotta stop all this crying, all this whining about the damn North, man, because we got teams. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm trying to think of a down south team. I'm the Buccaneers. I
but
think the Buccaneers wouldn't have any issue
no.
going into Green Bay in freaking January. They wouldn't
Take
have
them.
an issue. They might not win the game, but it won't be because it's just too damn cold. You know, the Buccaneers are down south. They live in freaking Tampa Bay, Florida. It's hot as hell out there
Mhm.
too, all the time, and they don't have a winner at all. These dudes do not have a winner. So yeah, I'm like, yo, they can go into Green Bay right now and make it a really good game. But I can almost guarantee you, Miami goes out there, which they're not now. They're not a playoff team anymore. But I just really
No, they're
had
not.
this conversation. Like it is a mental block that these guys have got to get over with, and I don't think they ever will. Mind you, look at the quarterback. The quarterback is from Hawaii / Alabama. You know,
Yeah.
he's known for going. He had never played in cold weather temperature, and they made it a big deal because before him, Miami couldn't win in the cold. So I don't even know, but there's a lot of teams that went through that stage. Even the New Orleans Saints with Drew Brees, we went through that kind of thing for a minute.
Really?
Finally, yeah, we beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs when it was negative.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 26 degrees or something like that, and that was our
Ooh.
first time winning in those degrees. In the playoffs. So that was awesome.
What is the what is currently the temperature where you at? Like, how can we gauge?
Current right now is 53 degrees.
Oh, not bad, not
No,
bad.
no,
Still
no, no, yeah, yeah,
quite
yeah,
warm.
yeah, 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 yeah. It. I think the high was like 70.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, yeah, it was good weather today. I enjoyed it. If it stays like this for the rest of my life, I'll be happy as hell. The only problem is it won't.
Fair enough. Which fair enough. But it's so weird because it's like it is a guarantee. You need to go somewhere cold, especially in the playoffs. They're lost. An absolute lost, and it's
I was
everyone
like, yo,
plays bad. The
and
defense, the
like
offense.
Ben said, just win your games and you can host a game. And in Miami the last couple of years, they couldn't do it.
No,
Couldn't
they couldn't
couldn't
do
do
it.
it, and that's why they're going on the road every damn year against a very cold weather team, man. I mean, you better pray that you play the Texans in the playoffs, right? Go in the dome and play Houston or play the Colts or something because you got to go out there beyond the Baltimore, you know, any the I don't know the Jets. That's late on life, I guess.
I'm trying to think of other domed. Oh, isn't Cleveland thinking about putting a dome on their stadium again?
No, that's Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. There's
Chicago is
Chicago.
the Bears. 20. They'll be ready about 2027 or 2028. One of them. They will
Yeah, I
have a
know
dome.
Buffalo's is going to be
Buffalo's 2026. Yeah,
2026.
but it's not really a dome. They're
It's not.
covering. They're covering. 60% of the fans will be covered. Forty
Which
percent.
which is cool.
Which,
It's similar
but
to pop.
they need that because of the snow. The amount of
Yes, the extra
snow that gets
snow.
in. Remember they had to cancel that game. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
Yes, they had to go to
Yeah, go to
Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah,
Hey,
and you don't want to do that. So yes, you make a stadium to where, damn, if we do get snow, it's not a lot of snow. We can maintain it. Which I thought was
yeah.
clever. So okay.
Oh,
Let's get to our what the fudge cake moment. I kind of figured we might have the same one.
oh, what's yours?
I gotta go with Chicago, man.
Oh, yours is Chicago.
I'm,
Oh, that was a fun one. That was a fun
oh,
one.
yo, what the fuck? Hey, your boy was
Yeah,
how you pronounce his name? Eberfloss.
Eberflus.
Eberflus, yeah, well, yeah, he done floosed out of there now. They kicked his ass out.
Eberflus.
Yo, what the fudge cake was that? Yo, I didn't even believe it. So, long story short, during Thanksgiving, I'm at my girlfriend's. I'm at her people's house, and I forgot to charge my phone. So during Thanksgiving, my phone dies, right? And then their TV goes out. I'm watching the game.
Oh
And then the
no.
TV goes out, like, oh damn, all right, cool. So whatever. I went about 2 hours with no phone or TV. So I didn't, whatever. So I go to my pop's house, and they're watching the Cowboys Giants game. And I said, yo, hey, who had the game in? They said, man, Detroit won. I was like, all right, cool, because I had a bet. I had Detroit minus 2.5, and I was like, who won the game? It was a score. And they're like, oh, the
Yeah.
Lions won, but it was close. I said, whoa, whoa, how close? How close? Oh, they won by 3. Oh, Lord, good. Woo. Anyways, I was happy. I said, oh, what happened? It's like, man, now my dad and them aren't
Yeah.
really like, they're not huge sports guys, so they couldn't really let me know what really happened. They're like, yeah, they had no timeout and they let the clock run out. And I was like, what? So I thought they were just like being dumb. I'm like, okay, y'all just don't know
Yeah.
what y'all talking about.
Well, they were dumb.
And no, I thought my dad was just being dumb, but he was
Oh.
right. He was right. No, they had no more timeouts and let the clock run out. they let the
Yeah.
clock. They literally let the clock run out when they had 33 seconds. From
Yeah.
33 seconds to
I
0,
thought They had a timeout, didn't
Oh
they?
no! I'm sorry. They had a timeout. Excuse me. That was the
Yeah,
problem. They
they just
had
didn't use it.
they had a timeout and didn't use it from 33 seconds
Yeah.
to the end. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And so I thought my daddy was being like, kind of like, "Oh, y'all just making it up, y'all." Nope. I said, "Yo, they had a timeout and didn't call it." That is a fireable offense. You know who I thought of when I first heard that?
Yeah.
You.
Really?
Yeah, because you're always saying Eberflus should be gone. He should be gone.
Oh
He
yeah.
should be gone.
History
He should
repeats
be. And
itself.
I was like, oh, TJ might get his wish. He might get his
Yep.
wish. And sure
Yep.
enough, they said, brother, soon as we touch down in Chicago, get your and get out of here.
Pour your ass out of here.
And they did. Because I said, that is a fireable offense. Like, look, say what you want from the quarterback perspective. I get it. I'm not even gonna give that man any the bit of a doubt, right? He's a rookie. No, bump that. No, you play football long enough. You know to call a damn timeout. But the coach, that is what you're there for. You're not on the field at
Hmm.
all. It's the difference on the field and on the sideline. On the sideline, you have to have control of all that stuff. If your players can't do it, that's where you come in. Call that timeout. Hey, wait, what are we doing? Hey, timeout, timeout. What are
I'm
y'all
up.
doing? Fuss at somebody. What the hell are you doing, Caleb? Let's go. Timeout, damn it. He didn't even do that. He just like, huh? We had a what?
Yeah.
What? Oh,
Huh?
damn.
Huh?
The game over? We lost? I was like,
so
yo, this dude gotta go. He gotta go. He gotta go.
so I didn't see the end of this game. I was obviously working because obviously we don't have Thanksgiving over here. Um, but I had it sort of. I had like the score update on my phone, so I could quickly glance and go, "Oh, that's the score. That's the score. That's the score." And I noticed it was like, "Oh, they're in the Bears. They
Right?
need a field goal to win the game. They're in the Lions' territory. I know it was like the 30-yard line. They've got time left. They've got the ball." I was like, "Ooh, they're going to move a bit closer." I know it's like 4th and 3. And next time I looked, it was 3rd and 3. And next time I looked, I was like, "Oh, the game just ends." Well, it's only been like 2 minutes.
It is. Yeah. Wah,
What's the
wah, wah,
frustrate?
wah, wah.
So between
Malfunction
then
on
and
your
then,
phone.
obviously,
Wake up.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to go back. So made myself late to watch the highlights, and I was just like, what is going on?
I didn't believe my dad until I watched the highlight. I said, yo, he wasn't lying. These fools had a whole timeout with 33 seconds and didn't call it at all. I
And
said, yeah,
they mismanagement completely,
that is
and I've
amateur
been,
hour, bro. Amateur hour as a head
oh,
coach. As a head coach. I don't care. Any league, high school, college, pros. That is amateur hour for your head coach.
so
That is a fireable offense. That is.
oh, it was. This is the first time in 100 and something years that the Bears have fired their head coach
Mid season.
mid-season.
Yep.
So you know it's bad. But what I've been saying for a year, and it's been a year, I'm pretty sure, history bloody repeated itself. Sorry for my language. They had a head coach they
He's
could
so
have fired.
proper.
They they hired whoever was the original coach over Mitch Trubisky. They fired Mitch Trubisky in his first year. Okay, then it's Matt Nagy for the rest of the year. They get rid of Mitch Trubisky. They draft Justin Fields when they should have fired Matt Nagy at the same time. They don't. Matt Nagy ruins Justin Fields. Oh, they get rid of Matt Nagy. Then they get rid of Justin Fields. Oh, and then Edith comes in, ruins Justin Fields. They get rid of Justin Fields. They hire Caleb Williams instead of starting fresh the whole time. And history's repeated itself for about a decade. It's just, oh, like Chicago, I can't feel bad for you. You put this on yourselves. Edith is gone. I don't know where he came from. I know people are now talking about Cliff Kingsbury being the next potential head coach because obviously he has familiarity with
Yeah,
Caleb
familiarity.
Williams.
Bro,
With Caleb
look, man,
Williams.
love it. It's the Lovey Smith curse.
Yeah.
Lovey Smith had those guys in the playoffs every other year or whatever, 3 times, like 5 years or 4 years. They were in the playoffs. Above 500 record in those 4 years or 5 years he's with the Bears, right? They fired him. Since then, This team has been atrocious. 3 different head coaches
Yeah.
since that time. They fired Lovie Smith for no damn reason, in my opinion. I won't get into why I believe they fired him, but still. And
Oh yeah, I know about that.
yeah, and now it's the curse of Lovie Smith. Lovie Smith said, "I put a spell on you. Now you're mine." Yeah, the Bears won't win Bears will not have a winning season until the Bears announce they did wrong by firing Lovie Smith. That's how I
Ah,
feel.
it's so dumb. He should have been fired ages ago. That management is so it was putrid. The management was putrid. And
Putrid.
yeah, I completely understand why it's your what the fudge kick moment,
That is
because it
my
is a
what
what
the
the fudge
fudge.
kick.
Dark Strike said it was both Caleb and the coach's fault for that loss. Yes, it was, but
Yes,
but but
yes.
but Caleb Williams is your #1 overall pick. you ain't
Yeah,
about
they
to,
ain't
you ain't
moving
about to
on.
get rid of him. You gonna get rid of the
As,
coach.
yeah, you're gonna get rid of the coach, especially since he was on the hot seat
Yeah,
last
he's on
year.
the hot seat
And
anyways. You're right. If it was
I
Mike
know he
Tomlin, this gets blown over in
yeah,
2 weeks. Whatever.
absolutely. But again, the coach it's not fair enough. Caleb also has the powers, but the coach doesn't have to then rally everyone to the line to clock it. He could have just gone no there,
Yeah,
and let's
time
just
out.
try. Just time out. Let's
Time out.
go for the field goal
Time out.
to potentially beat the Lions because I was, oh, just disgusting.
That was amateur hour by both quarterback and head coach, but the head coach got to go. Head coach got to go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, what's your what the first game on? My bad.
My what the fudge cake moment made me say what the fudge cake so much I had to message you.
Hold on, try to think. Okay, go ahead. What it is it?
It's the other Thursday Thanksgiving game. The ending to the other Thanksgiving game.
There were so many bad ones. Let's see. Was it Dallas and the Giants? Because it was it
No. It was. Oh no, it was Black Friday. Sorry, the Black Friday game.
Oh yeah. Black Friday game. Yeah. Chiefs and
Yeah,
Ravens. I
Black
remember that. I
Friday game.
remember. Yeah.
I remember I messaged you because I was watching it. I'd finished work. I was sitting there. I was like, "Oh, the Chiefs are going to lose another one." There you go.
He was geeked up.
I was geeked up because I think the Chiefs are being their luck has to run out. I don't think they're good this year. I think they're definitely the Eagles of last year, if you know what I mean. And I was like, oh, cool. The Raiders just the easy chip goal, field goal. They're just going to line up, you know what I mean? Line up their kicker, spike the ball, easy. And then that sequence happened. And the ref ran in with false start signal. So we're like, oh, it's a false start. Can't decline it, blah, blah, blah. The Chiefs jumped on the ball after the whistle. And yet, after about 5 minutes of deliberating, which should be an easy call, making it a harder field goal, which is fair enough. Like, I don't know what the center was doing. I was just in utter belief. I was sitting there, just been like, what did I just witness? Because it should have been a false start. It was an illegal shift that could be declined compared to the false start, and obviously they allowed the Chiefs to have possession that made them win the game. I was like, that's not what happened. Like, it wasn't a legal shift. None of the line was set. No one was set. The center just snapped the ball randomly, and even the quarterback wasn't ready for it. So, I was just
Oh,
completely
okay.
gobsmacked.
I can see where it is a legal shift in because there are certain
Yeah,
if no
there
one
are
if
certain
no
elements.
there's certain elements to that to where it could be. I didn't watch the play, but I was trying to because everyone was saying it wasn't a legal shift. It was a false start. But if you're saying no one was set, it could have been a person in a wrong spot being not set, which could have made it
It was
illegal.
essentially the only person. Oh, I've got a bit of a phone moustache there. The only person who was set at the time was the center, and for some reason, the center snapped the ball. Like the O line
Who
was
did they
still
say?
getting there.
Who was the legal shift on? What player? Or
I can't
what
remember
was it?
the
O
player.
lineman or
I think
receiver?
it was an O lineman.
Oh damn.
But yeah, it was just like that's not what happened. The center, for some reason, forgot what he was doing and snapped the ball. It was clearly a false start. It should have been a 10 yards, kick the field goal, harder field goal to potentially win. But it was just the way they came together. All the other refs were coming together, going, "Oh, it's a false start. We're doing the cha-cha." And then they spoke for 5 to 10
Hey,
minutes.
yeah.
5 to 10 minutes.
Chiefs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Chiefs.
Yeah. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, the Chiefs have won games, at
by
least 5 games.
by a pinky toe.
We have a phrase over here, by a gnat's what's it, which is a mosquito. By a mosquito's what's it. Like, that's how close they've won. Like, from a wide receiver having too big a feet, from a block field goal twice, and that. Just redonkulous.
Hey
Yeah, that's
man,
my what. It actually annoyed me.
when
And
you're a team of destiny, you're a team of destiny.
when you pay the refs, you're paying.
Ah, yeah, that too. That's also a good what the fudge cake moment, y'all. All right, y'all. We're going on to our week 14 picks and predictions. By the way, this is our last week of bye weeks. There are 16 of
Yeah.
buys. I will not announce them because I don't know who they are. But
I can tell you in about 2 seconds if you bear with me.
go ahead, brother.
Just now waiting for my very slow internet to boot up. The teams on the bye are the Broncos, Colts, Patriots, Commanders, Ravens, and Texans. Oh, bad week for a bye for the Ravens.
Yeah, damn. Bye, bye, bye. All right, well, hey, we got a really good Thursday night football game uh, coming on for Amazon Prime, and I
Yeah.
will definitely call this game. I'm excited to call this game. Green Bay Packers versus the Detroit Lions, you guys. Man,
Mhm.
TJ, I'll let you go first, brother. What you got in this
All
one,
right,
man?
well, thank you very much for the honors. I'm going to go with Detroit. I think Detroit is the team where you keep picking until they prove you wrong.
Facts, man. Facts. Yeah, make it quick, easy, simple, huh? I'm going Detroit as well.
Yeah.
Uh, I think this team just at home, man. What they showed me against Green Bay in Green Bay, that game, that's the game. That's the first game I really thought, oh, this Lions team could be special
They might
because
lose.
no, it was a no cold
Oh,
game in the elements,
yeah.
and it was, but no, they controlled that game from start to finish,
Mhm,
and the score
mhm.
was only 24-14, but they dominated that game from start to finish. I mean, just the way they controlled the clock. That means, look, you want smash mouth running, we got you. You want 50 points. Jared Goff throwing 400 yards, passing 7 touchdowns, whatever. We got that too. You want a really
Yeah.
good defensive battle game? We could do that too. I like Detroit in every facet, especially being at home. Uh, give
Ooh.
me uh, give me Detroit. We got
Dolph says the Packers are upsetting the
Dolph.
Lions.
Dolph ought to have 12 upsets out of these 14 games, man. I mean, there's so many upsets, so many weeks, man. You just they're gonna come true every now and then. but no, honestly though, this is not a reach though by Dolph, not a reach at all. Packers are already a good team, and
They
I like them against anybody but Detroit right now. So,
pretty much that NFC North is very top heavy. Like the top three teams are all up there, and those I could see all three of those teams making the playoffs. Like the Lions, the Chiefs, the Vikings, the Lions, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings could all make the playoffs very easily.
but loving what I'm seeing from both these teams. Honestly, I like the Green Bay and Josh Jacobs in that running game, and them utilizing Josh Jacobs in a lot of ways
Mm.
for this team, and their defense looking good. But it should be a really good matchup. I will be calling that game. Browns versus Steelers are Sunday
Ooh.
a lineup. I'm gonna go first. Give me Pittsburgh in this game. I think it's gonna be a turnover central from Jameis Winston in this game. But Jameis Winston has been playing some really good quarterback play right now.
Hey, very
You
fun.
know, last 3 or 4 weeks in the league, man, he's been very fun to watch too. And we got to see him on prime time, back to back weeks. So I think he deserved all the accolades he's been getting, albeit a loss to the Broncos in a very entertaining game. By the way, 41-32 was the final score, I believe. But yeah, give me the Steelers though. That defense at home, they're gonna make Jameis Winston a life a living nightmare, I believe. I'm looking at multiple turnovers, not only from and look, mind you, this Browns team just beat the Steelers in Cleveland, but that was kind
Yeah,
of a magical time. It was
snow
snowing,
game and all that.
and you're in Cleveland, and everyone's Jameis, Jameis, Jameis. It's one of those rally moments. I think Pittsburgh remembers that. Yeah, we're shutting it down this week. So give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers to win this one.
No, I agree there. And hey, yesterday it was. Yesterday. It was a fun game. Jameis Winston's giveth and Jameis Winston's taken away. Like 400, nearly 500 yards, if I remember
He,
correctly, or
he
was it
threw
nearly 400?
almost 500. Yeah, it was crazy.
Almost 500
But I
yards,
mean,
and then yet they
if
still
the
lost.
Browns play any kind of freaking defense in that game,
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus.
True. That's true. But yeah, no, Pittsburgh should come. They've got the formula. They're working down their defenses very well, and unfortunately, Cleveland's just not ready to take on this kind of team. But who knows? Division games are weird.
Yeah, I'm about to say, but the Browns though, they're not your average 3-9 team. This team is going to
No.
play hard, and they feel like with Jameis there being Mr. Inspirational, they just love playing the game, and that's the kind of teams. If you're the Steelers, we saw that just 2 weeks ago. If you're the Steelers, you have to be aware of this Browns team because they're not your typical 3-9 team. They want to go out there and
Okay.
steal this game. All right, New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. I'm gonna go
Oh,
with this one. Unfortunately, give me the
of
Saints.
course.
I'm going New Orleans to win this game. Um, they're obviously still they're not your typical 4 and whatever 4-18.
Technically,
So
you're only 2 games out.
I know,
You're only
but
2 games out the division.
TJ, technically, I don't care. So I don't want that. Yo, just lose the rest, bro. God, dog. I'm sorry. Look, I've been a fan since 1999, y'all. So I'm a real one. I'm a real one. Been a fan almost 25 years, bro. We got to tank the rest of this, dog. You want your team to actually lose? Yes, yes, I do. For the betterment of our future. That's why. Uh,
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
uh,
Alvin Kamara, I think last game, Alvin Kamara crossed 1,000 yards in the season. I believe that's the first time he's done in his career. So,
yes.
congratulations, Alvin Kamara. Um, but yeah, the Saints should win this game. The Giants are horrible. They played Drew Lock last week because Danny DeVito wasn't ready. And they kept it close against the Cowboys. They did indeed, but Cowboys pulled ahead. Some Cowboys fans are saying they're going to make the playoffs, which
No,
is
no, no.
delusional.
Yeah,
They
you
are.
beat the freaking Giants. Now you going to the playoffs, man. Get out of here.
They're like, oh, we're only 4 games out now. No, 3 games out now. We're gonna take the commander's spot. And it's just sort of like, just die in dignity.
Yo,
Just like,
says stop the madness, Carlos. I'm not stopping the madness, dog. I don't want to be another year of being right in the freaking middle. No, no.
another year right in the
Where
middle.
has that gotten us? The last time we were relevant is because we went freaking what 2-14, and we got Reggie Bush and Drew Brees. That's how we got good
Where
again.
where is your pick right now? Your
That's how
10th.
we. That's how we got good again. Is because we went 3-13. We went three and
Makes
thirteen.
no sense to me. I
We
love
went
your
three
passion
and we
though. I
went
do.
3-13, and we got Reggie Bush and Drew Brees and Sean Payton. That's how we made the new Saints. That's how we got back to being relevant again. All right, being
So
8-9 and 7-9 and whatever 6 and we don't want to be that. That's mediocrity too damn
hey,
long. Oh no, can't do that.
hey, think about this. Just think about this. So you're gonna get a new head coach anyway, because you're not gonna keep Rizzy. No matter how much Rizzy has,
I
it's
hope he
going
stays
down to
as our special
future.
teams coach. I do like Rizzy though. I
Um,
love Rizzy.
you've got the number 10th overall pick, according to Tankathon, and they have you taking James Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee, an edge player, which is very weird because I think your issues are O lineman and QB. Um,
Yeah. Which why we got to lose more games. If you lose more games, you get more talk about your quarterback. Well,
um,
since we're top five, might as well get a quarterback. Yes, might as well.
yeah, but you're not like Vegas, who have officially been eliminated from the playoffs. They're currently sitting at number 2, and they're going to get their quarterback, which is Ian Sanders. We know that. Did you hear the news out of Washington that
Washington Commanders.
Commanders? Yeah, apparently, obviously they're on bye this week, and Lattimore is making a potential is aiming to make his debut against the
Oh
New
yeah,
Orleans
yeah.
Saints
I did hear
next
about
week.
that. Yep. I'm hoping they pick us off 5 times. Just I hope we throw for 1,000 yards on his ass and he pick us off 5 times out of that, man. Whatever.
Here you go.
I said
Yeah,
Mr.
Dolph.
Loomis will be in the
Yeah.
charge of the rebuild. We doomed. Hey man, I don't care.
You don't like your owner?
Look, huh?
You don't like your owner?
No, they talk about the GM. I mean,
Oh,
Loomis
is that
said
a GM?
he's been struggling the last couple of years. But hell, I mean, I don't know. He helped out with Drew Brees. He helped out getting Reggie Bush, which Reggie Bush wasn't a big factor for us. but he was still a good spark for us. But yeah, I mean, we've had some hit and misses the last couple of years, the last 4 or 5 years probably. Marcus Davenport one that was probably the most shakiest one we could think of. But I do believe if Davenport would have stayed healthy, this dude would have been a beast, man. He was every time he was healthy, he was a. Anyway, this is not a Saints podcast, so let's keep it moving. It's not a Saints
Uh,
podcast.
yeah, obviously Taysom Hill, I think, is out for the
Yep,
season,
out for
isn't
the
he?
season towards ACL. So I will forever
Oh
hate the
no.
Rams. I will forever hate the Rams now. They not only cheated us out of Super Bowl, but now they cheated us out of Taysom Hill.
Oh, that's sad.
And Taysom Hill will
That's
be
sad. I like Taysom
he'll
Hill.
be 36 next year, I believe. Yeah, I don't know.
Taysom Hill's not that old.
Shit, look at his age. Call me lie.
Oh
Tell
no
me,
way! He feel like
tell,
he's still a young.
tell me I'm not a Saints fan, man. That dude almost 35 years old, bro.
Damn, he's doing all that.
Oh, man.
36 years old.
Hey, he cold with it though. He cold with it. But he got into the league. You know, he's a Mormon. You know, he's a BYU. The Mormons say he was, they kind of going their missions and all that. And so he didn't come to the league till he was like 24 or something like that, 25.
Wow, he's
Right?
like a proper Bo Nix.
Yeah, man. Pretty much. That's why Sean Payton loved him so much. Jets
Oh
versus
gosh, yeah.
Dolphins, man. Yeah, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Jets versus Dolphins. You go first, brother. Who you got in this one? AFC, what is this? AFC East. Yeah, I'm forgetting about the guys. They all sorry except for the Bills. AFC East
Um,
matchup. What you got in this one, man?
that Jets game against. Oh, this is a hard one.
Hold on. Ben Miles said, hey, Lowe's, Winston threw for 700 yards. The only thing is 200 yards went the other way. That is true. I saw the pick six. I was watching. I saw the pick six earlier. I said, God, no, man. Come on, Jameis. Hey, but that was a really good defensive play, though. That was a really good defensive play by
That was
number
a good
15.
defensive play.
I forgot his last name, but Bonito or something like that. Yeah, that was a really
Yeah.
good defensive play, though.
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins for this. I don't think the Jets have been eliminated from the playoffs yet, but they're about to. With Miami, it's at home. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Miami in this, and I don't like that. I don't like that I've done with that.
No, but I'm going, man. If this was a rated TV NBA show right now, I would have said F the Jets, because they got my nerves. I may have lost like half the games I picked the Jets to win, or man, they just lost. They just suck, bro. Man, forget them dudes, bro. Miami's gonna win this game only because in Miami. If the game was in New York, it'd be in New York because it'd be kind of cold out there. So Miami
Yes,
couldn't win
yes,
that
that's
game
true.
anyways.
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, give me the Dolphins and win this one. We'll see.
I was gonna say something is the Jets. Did you watch the Jets Seahawks game?
I did. Hold on.
That game,
Yeah.
that game was just a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah.
It's like
The Jets are 21-7.
crazy play. Just
Leonard Williams,
oh,
the pick six, or they got the thick six.
thick six.
The thick
Yes,
six.
that was fun.
Take it to the house, man.
That is fun. Is Aaron Rodgers a Jet next year?
No, hell no. If I'm the Jets, I'm done with that
No.
experiment. I'm out. I mean, honestly, they'll probably say yeah, but me personally, I'm done with that experiment. That was way overdue. You ain't Tom Brady, bro. You ain't just coming in and win the Super Bowl. Nah, I'm
Fair
done.
enough.
I'm
Apparently
done.
he's gonna play.
Yeah, he said he's going to play for the rest of the season. He said he has no intentions of not being a starting quarterback for the rest of the season. So he said on the Pat McAfee show this morning. Yeah.
Oh, did he? I didn't hear that.
He did say that. I plan on starting every game for the rest of the season. And man, get the hell out of here. Get out. Get out. It's time for the Jets to go young. Hopefully get a franchise quarterback if you can. I don't know, but
I don't know.
get the right one. I want to see the more freaking Zach Wilson's, man. That Zach Wilson one was like, I was like, hell no. When I first saw it, I was
So-
like, hell no. Why are we going for Zach Wilson? I don't even like his college highlights. They whack.
Well, they currently have the 6th pick overall. Obviously, it can change and all that, and they have a CB going, Will Johnson, which is weird. They need O-line help. Have you
Hey,
seen
well,
it?
Will Johnson, he is going to be dynamic. The kid from Michigan.
No, I know he's
He's
going to be dynamic,
dynamic.
but
I say if the Saints can't get a quarterback, go for Will Johnson, baby. We need him. Oh, that'd be nice. Replace Marshawn Lattimore and whatever, get your defense back, whatever. Anyways, Jaguars versus Titans. This is not a Saints podcast. Jaguars versus Titans. I'm going first. Give me Tennessee. There's gonna be no Trevor Lawrence. I'm assuming because of that vicious hit he took.
Oh, a
Sliding.
suspension has been handed out.
Yeah, it's I forgot his last name, something to O. But yeah, it was definitely a Bush League play. And I mean, I can't really call it Bush League because as a former, as a football player, Trevor Lawrence, I don't know. I think he slid too late, man. That's just how I feel. That's
It
just
was
how I
sliding
feel.
though.
Like we gotta find a median with the sliding. Like you can't just be sliding right there because I'm aiming for your chest or your middle anyway. Then you slide them right into you. It's just the impact makes it worse than what it is, in my opinion. And I'm like, they gotta find a happy medium, man, because it was not that dude's intention to go helmet to helmet with a sliding player. It's not no one's intention for that. I don't know.
Have
I don't know.
you seen the NFL's whoever controls the NFL's response to the suspension, their actual statement?
Wow, I ain't hear it. Well,
It is 2 pages long,
damn. I mean,
but
okay.
a bit ridiculous. But there is a segment. Oh, I can't find it quick enough because my internet's dog crap. Um, Essentially, because he's had multiple personal fouls,
Oh, okay.
necessary roughness in the past this
Okay.
year, it's like your flagrant disregard for the rules and the sport of football is unnerving. Therefore, we are happy to hand out this
Damn. So
suspension.
basically, like a
And it's
Draymond
like,
Green of the
damn.
NBA, right? Like
Yeah,
do
something
something.
like that.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
is.
I didn't know that.
It, yeah, it was. You could tell it was coming because it was quite funny though. Obviously, there was a massive. It wasn't funny. Massive fight broke out. The whole team started fighting, but no one sort of checked on Trevor. He was just still there. And the whole team was throwing punches.
Still
Was
there.
Trevor just lays
Concussed
there,
out, huh?
all concussed out. It's like, are you
Damn.
not gonna take on your teammate? You just started throwing punches. Obviously, Azir Al-Shir. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Azir
I knew something
Al-Shir.
starts with an O. So I don't
Azir
know.
Al-Shir has released his own statement saying he does apologize and he hopes for um that's he has a speedy recovery and all that.
I
But
get it, man. It was a brutal hit, but still, I'm like, yo, that sliding quarterback, you got to slide early, bro. You can't just be sitting there. I don't know what you're gonna do because the minute I assume you're gonna slide, you're not gonna slide, and you'll get 8 more yards on me, right? I don't know. I mean, what can you do, man? I hate the
here
fact
you go.
that
Here you go. Sorry. Your lack of sportsmanship and respect for the game of football and all those who play it, coaches, and enjoy watching it is troubling and does not reflect the core values of the NFL. Your continued disregard for the NFL playing rules put the health and safety of both you and your opponents in jeopardy and will not be tolerated.
damn. All right, shit. All right, I know. Just missing a spanking now.
Yeah, that's like, damn, they weren't holding punches.
Man, I mean, come on, but still, I watched the play, and I was like, even in the moment, I was like, it's brutal to watch, but I mean, it's football, and he's sliding kind of late. It isn't an early slide. You got to tell me something, baby. I mean, show me early so I can kind of brace how I want to hit you. You
It
know,
really is. If
it's
he
bang
didn't,
bang.
because he got hit in the head, he went to the fencing position. Terrible,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely
he went
horrific.
to the. Yeah, I know that, but we called the tour position. You know, God forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm
um,
sorry.
but we've also seen QBs take that hit and bounce back up,
Right.
and the penalty hasn't been as harsh. So it's just because he
Yeah,
did go on the.
yeah. Ben says they are wussifying the game of football. It's a contact sport. I mean, they make that kind of money to play, so take it. I mean, come on, this is what you signed up for. I feel you. I'm like, and things like that happen. He's not going out there trying to intentionally hurt this man or like intentionally concuss this man. It was a slide and it kind of leveled off to helmet, man. It's a bad look. Who you got in this game, TJ? We talked way too much on Jaguars and Titans.
Oh, we did haven't. I forgot I hadn't picked them. Hold on. Who are they playing?
Ha-
Tennessee. I'm going to go with Tennessee. Um, I can't remember who they played this week, but I've seen Mac Jones play way too often
Yeah,
to go against to go for Jacksonville. Brother-in-law, a Patriots fan, seen Mac Jones way too much. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
We got our next game, a better one now. Falcons versus Vikings. For
Ooh.
Minnesota, two NFC teams that are going in different paths right now. Vikings, they stay winning for some reason. Vikings just freaking stay winning. They're now what 10-2? Am I correct about that?
The Vikings are 10-2. Yeah, same record
Jesus,
as my
man,
Birds.
that's the Eagles. If you want to talk about a team being like the Eagles, Vikings are the Eagles of last year.
The one good. Yeah, no, that's fair. Oh gosh, yeah. Matter of fact, that they signed. We haven't spoke about this. Daniel Jones went to the Vikings.
There's a reason why we didn't speak about it because we don't care.
Oh, it's just no news. No news.
We don't care. Daniel Jones went to the Vikings. He's he better hope that Donald gets hurt or something. But outside of that, he ain't
He's
playing.
on their practice squad. He
Yeah,
went from starting QB earning $100 million in his years to a practice squad QB.
yeah. Who you got in this one? You go first.
Oh, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
They've been a bit rocky this year, but yeah, the Falcons, they're up and down, and I think, believe it or not, Minnesota's been the most constant out of both these teams, even though they have Sam Donald as a QB. So I'm going to go with Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm going Minnesota as well. That was a big win, a good comeback against Arizona because
Very good, very
they
good.
could have easily shut that down and lost that game, but they came back and they kept the composure and they finally found a way to get the ball to Justin Jefferson. I don't know what the hell was going on in the first half. I was like, yo,
What?
what's going
Yeah.
on with the last two games before that first half, before that second half? I mean, Jefferson was like not on the game. I was like, yo, he's not hurt. Throw him the damn ball. He's the best receiver in the game. But I'm going with
Um.
Minnesota as well. I just I don't trust Atlanta anymore. I don't. And the
So.
Vikings, albeit I'm sorry, but the Vikings being that team, albeit I don't really trust them in the playoffs. This team is finding a way to win games.
So I've got a question for you. Is is Sam Donald playing good enough to make him into a starting position next year? Not on the Vikings, obviously. That's clearly going to be JJ McCaffrey,
Nah, that's not
but
clear.
on another team.
No,
Huh?
I think Donald has earned his right to be the starter again for the Vikings.
You reckon he's going to be a starter? Nah, it's got to
Yes.
be McCaffrey.
Not off of no freaking ACL, whatever he tore, with surgery. They had to have another surgery on it to have maybe another surgery on it.
It's
No,
true. It's true. It's true.
no, man. Look, keep a good thing going, and on top of that, you have McCarthy there as your backup. So if things do go wrong, you can throw him in the mix. But right
So
now,
you.
I'm not about to throw away Sam Darnold and his magical year he's having, and just because we have all this faith in a wild card quarterback we chose. Like no,
I know you're not a fan of McCarthy.
no, this isn't a Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels. This is Jaden McCarthy, who wasn't even the reason why they won on his team in college. Let's keep that real. That was pure defense and running game that won that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with Sam Darnold as the starting quarterback for the Vikings. Now any other team, probably not. But Darnold as for the Vikings, yeah. Oh, McCarthy, yeah, damn right. And you let McCarthy sit there and learn, and hopefully he doesn't get any more injured than he already is. And then let's go from there. At least next year. Uh, Dawg says, no, 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 stop it, Carlos. Hey, I'm being real, man. Darnold has earned that right to be the starter for the Vikings next year. Yes.
I Yeah, it's just fair enough. Fair enough. Obviously, he's QB coach Josh McCown. He's somehow still in the league. That legendary player there.
Yes, sir.
I could sort of see. Oh my! I was going to say Donald to the Jets,
Oh,
but he
hell
would
no.
never go
He
back
would
to the
never go back
Jets.
there. You guys are the reason
He
why I'm a
hates
fluky
them.
right now.
Yeah, maybe the Browns, but they're going to keep with James Winners.
No, no,
Obviously, they've
no.
got.
They gotta go with something else. Like keep Jameis, but you gotta have a different identity right now if you're Cleveland.
Well, technically, they've got a QB under contract. The Browns,
Who?
Winston.
Yeah, I'm saying yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just keep Winston. I'm not gonna
not Winston.
go. Ooh, DTR.
No, the QB they traded for.
Oh, I don't know. I forgot now. Who is it?
Watson.
Oh, pfft. Yeah, Watson's done. He gone. We see the last of Deshaun Watson as a Cleveland Brown. They gonna have to eat up that money, dog.
Wow,
Yeah,
you
because
really think
oh,
so?
I know so. There ain't no way in hell Watson come back as a starter quarterback next year. After we saw that offense go from night and day with Winston this year and Flacco last year, there's no way in hell Deshaun Watson's come back. You're gonna have to eat that money up, rebuild again. That's just facts.
Wow.
That's just facts. We've
Is
seen
Watson a QB on another team after what we've seen for the
not
last 2 years?
not QB1. No,
No?
no, he'll be a backup. Just give him that right system. And then let's see what happens.
Potentially.
Yeah, but
He could be a
it.
good backup in the Shanahan
I
system,
like it.
actually.
I like him as a backup. I like Deshaun Watson as a backup. Deshaun he can't start for me, not my team.
You
He
don't
got
want him on the same?
all that deer in the headlight stuff, man. He runs. Like Pat Mahomes and hell, even like heyday Aaron Rodgers. They always ran with a purpose, right?
Yes.
Deshaun Watson runs with no purpose. None. No purpose. He runs around just to run. It's just weird. Right? He runs to get a 2 yard run instead, or even I seen this man run for negative yards out of bounds like 1,000 times. Dude, throw the ball away. Why take that 1 yard loss? Just throw the ball away. It drives me crazy. So yeah, I'm done with that experiment, man. I was the biggest Deshaun Watson fan, but I'm like, yo, it's just clearly night and day. He's just not after that injury and after all the stuff that's happened in his life right now. He's just not ready to concentrate solely on football.
Fair enough. Sam Donald has comeback player of the year season. Maybe. What about Saquon?
Saquon,
Saquon comeback player of the year?
no, hell no, ain't no comeback play of the year. Saquon's already damn good. We know it's. Yeah, Saquon's gonna go for a bigger fish to fry. And Ben Moss said he is
Oh,
slow as hell. Yeah. Deshaun Watson he's not fast anymore. He's not. I mean, having ACL injuries that does that to you
yeah, that does do that.
psychologically for
How are we
sure.
still on Atlanta versus Minnesota?
I
We've
don't
gone to
know,
the
man.
birds.
We got to get out. We got to quickly go through this Panthers versus Eagles. Who you got?
Oh, gosh. Birds. My birds
Yeah,
here.
I'm going Philadelphia as well. Yeah, we're going Philadelphia in this bad boy. So
Hoping Saquon has another fantastic. I'm really hoping Saquon breaks the rushing yard record. That's what I'm hoping for. Obviously, Super Bowl, but I don't think that will happen. But Saquon breaking the rushing record is what I'm going for. So yeah,
got Raiders
hope he has
versus
another good game.
Buccaneers. You guys, Raiders versus Buccaneers. I'm going with the Bucks to win this one. I like the Buccaneers to actually win the division with the third year in a row, I believe, which is tough for me to say that.
Hmm.
Sucks me to say that, but yeah, I'm going to go with the Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield.
I agree. That was a fun game to watch.
It
Um,
was.
Mike Evans back. Mike Evans is back. Pardon me.
You saw the one-handed catch he made for the touchdown, or was I don't think it was a touchdown,
Yes.
but it was still a
No,
great.
it was like a 45 yard.
No,
I
no,
think so.
it was. Well, I didn't see that one, but it was for the end zone, and it was like a 5 yarder, but it was like a fade route, but he just went like one hand with it. I think he still went out of
Ooh.
bounds, but it was so smooth. I said, man, that dude he's just been like he's like quietly still one of the best receivers ever.
Yeah, no, I wonder if he's going to get his 1,000 yard receptions this year. But no,
No, well,
but Vegas wants.
that's their goal. Their goal is to
Yeah,
try and get him 1,000 because right now he is so far away from it. So they're like, as a team, we want it. Baker said, as a team, we want it more than he wants for himself.
got you, got you. And also Vegas wants to tank this year.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They want Shador
They
Sanders,
want
man.
that Shazier
They want the
Sanders.
Shadir Center. I feel like we've had this matchup now 5 times this year already. But Seattle at Arizona, I feel like I see them every other week. I
That's
could,
going to be hard from. Yeah, no, I get you. It's going to be hard for Mike Evans. He's at 521 at the moment.
yeah. And he needs this is what 6 games left, so he needs to average 100 yards pretty much per game.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that's what their goal is to get him that while still winning football games, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Who you
Sorry,
got? Who you
sorry
got in
about
this
that.
one, man? Seattle versus Arizona.
Ooh, I'm going to go with Arizona. Arizona played Minnesota hard. They play it tough, like they always do. Gannon is doing a great job there. Almost won that game, but I'm going to go with Arizona to win this game because we saw in that Jets game, Geno Smith, he does great plays and he does very dumb plays,
Yeah.
and I think the dumb plays are going to hurt them a lot more in this game than they did against the Jets because the Jets
I'm going
dropped
with
that
Seattle,
interception.
man. I got Seattle to win this game. You're right though.
Ooh,
Geno Smith, you never know. Like he's like a box of chocolate, like Forrest Gump said.
Jesus.
You never know what you're gonna get. You never know
Yeah,
what you're gonna get, man. I'm gonna go with Seattle though, man. I feel like Seattle. This is a bigger game for Seattle than this for Arizona, and I hope that
you
Seattle
reckon?
I hope that Seattle takes this personally. You win this game, you have a clear 2-game lead over Arizona for sure, right? And hopefully that can get you a little leeway. Now you have the Rams right behind you, depending on what they're going to do as well. But Seattle, you kind of want to start breaking away. Someone should or want to break away from this division. This is the game right here. So I'm going to go with Seattle, and I like that offense. DK Metcalf, Lockett, Jackson. I think they're going to have a big game against Arizona. I like
Fair
this to
enough.
be a high scoring matchup.
Oh yeah,
Hmm
yeah. I can see it. I can see it.
I'm gonna go somewhere like 31-28 Seattle.
Ooh, crikey.
Yeah, who knows? Usually when I say it though, it's like 17-16. It's always happens. That's the first one we
So
actually
we've been,
disagreed on.
yeah, I was going to say it's the first time we've disagreed. So potentially get claw one back.
Yeah, let's get yeah, Jesus. Chicago versus San Francisco, man. NFC matchup again. Both teams are reeling. Both teams are just trying to go. I don't know, man. The Bears have lost what 5 in a row. They were 4-2. No, they lost 6 in a row
They're
now.
four. They're 4-8 at the
Yeah,
moment.
they lost 6 in a row now. They were 4-2 at one point. Now they're 4-8.
Yep.
The Niners are
Yep.
at 5-7.
5-7.
Yeah,
Yep.
not looking good for both these teams, but someone's got to win. I'm gonna go with San Francisco to win this game,
Yeah.
to eke out a victory.
Yeah. No, you're spot on.
Yeah,
Like the Bears, they've lost their head coach. I know most teams fight harder after losing their head coach, which is dumb. But Arizona Niners, better coached, better weapons. They might even have their starting QB, depending how well he's injured. Fair enough, they don't have a running back, but they could use Kittle, Debo to and
yeah, and I'm like, say if the Niners can't win this game, then
oh, it's
they
game
they
over.
they're just tank the season if you can't win this game against Chicago
Yeah,
at
it's
home.
game over.
Yeah, you need to win this game for real. If you are serious about still making a playoff attempt, you have to win this game for San Francisco. Bears are done. They showed us
Absolutely.
they're not. Yeah, they're done. They're done. So the
They've
Niners,
waved the white
the
flag.
Niners, they have the better chance of making a push than the Bears too. So
Yeah.
next game, pretty good game I think. Bills versus
Mm,
Rams. This could be that Josh Allen MVP kind of game right here.
I could
Against
see
a,
it,
a
yeah.
Rams team that's kind of ho hum. They're at 500, so their record speaks for themselves.
They won against you, obviously. Was it you yesterday? Yeah, they won against
Thanks,
you,
TJ. Just
obviously.
rub it in, dog.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they beat the Saints.
They beat the Saints, but I think they're going up against, no offense, a far better team in Buffalo. Josh Allen is on a tear. Their defense is doing very well after cutting half their defense in the offseason. So I think Buffalo should win this.
Let's go. All right, I'm gonna.
What about you, good
Yeah,
sir?
I'm going Buffalo as well. I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I'm going Buffalo as well. Yeah, I see this as a Josh Allen MVP kind of game. But
Nice.
then again, the Rams suck at stopping the run, so this could be a
They do.
huge James Cook game as well. But it's almost
Ooh.
like pick your poison. The Bills are so damn good right now, and I love this new Bills team. And once they figured it out, yeah, they're rocking and rolling now. I love what they're bringing in. The energy for this team is contagious, and this could be if the Bills can't win it this year, dude, they're never gonna win it. They're never gonna win it.
It definitely does feel like the
They're
stars are
never
aligned.
ever gonna win a Super Bowl. They can't win it this year. I'm just saying, or get to the Super Bowl. How about that? Get to the Super Bowl, man. I mean, well, we see them go there 4 years in a row and lose. So I mean, win it now, right? It's the team of destiny, right?
TJ Carlos is happy the Rams won. Top five pick. Win.
Woo! You're damn right. Yeah, damn right. Don't get it wrong. I wanted to win the game, but once it was over, I was like, well, shit, hey, we still lost. That's cool. You're damn right. I was worried. I said, because if we win this game, that means we're going to try and win the rest and get the playoffs, but we can't lose one more game. We have to go undefeated. From having 7 losses, we had to go undefeated. And now
And you
we
lost
lost
it.
that game. So now I'm like, yep, now we can officially take the season. It's official now. If we beat the Rams, I was like, yo, I'm 50-50 now. I'm torn. We got to win straight up. We got to go 10-7. Or even at 9-8, but once again praying for someone to lose week 18. Like, oh, we need that team to lose, Please lose too. I'm tired. I'm tired of saying that. We can get it, y'all, but we need this team and that team and this scenario, that scenario. I don't want to keep going through that. As I say, I want to be like, hey, we in the playoffs. Period. Period. Bills versus Rams. I'm going to Bills, man. I like Buffalo to win this game, man. Josh Allen should be his MVP statement, right? That's what you're saying.
I get you. I get you.
All right, next game, Chargers go, versus the Kansas City
Fraudulent.
Chiefs.
Fraudulent Chiefs.
All right, brother. Who
It's
you
your
got?
turn.
My turn. I'm going to Chargers.
Ah, curses! I thought I had you there.
Going Chargers. Another one of those things. If they can't beat this Chiefs team, forget about it. All this
Yeah.
Chargers talking about, we're a new team, we're a new creature. If you can't beat this Chiefs team, you ain't never gonna beat the Chiefs team. Give me the Chargers in a very close game. I'm going Chargers, man. A very close game.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I
Ah,
feel like this.
cusses.
Yeah, no, that's why I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed. I thought you were gonna go Kansas City because you've been on their bandwagon for a while. Because I get it, they're still 11-1, best record in the
Well, I'm
NFL.
saying now we're both going to Chargers. The Chiefs gonna win this game by 4,
Well, no. Here's the thing.
20 to
I think
16.
the Chargers either blow out the Chiefs
Not about to happen.
or the Chiefs win by some BS like they've
No,
been
you
for the
just
last.
worried about that. I'm just saying.
I am. If I watch this game, because my game's at 6 p.m., so I could watch this game. If the Chiefs win by some BS, you're going to get a voice rant. You're going to get a message from me, and it's going to be about 5 minutes of me just screaming into it.
She said, "Please, I want to listen to it." I got you, PJ. I let you listen to it. I let you listen to it.
I'm not a Chiefs fan. I enjoy Pat Mahomes. I enjoy Travis Kelce. It's just seeing how they're winning is just annoying.
Hey.
Sorry.
The Chiefs, man, they're that team. But the Chargers, if the Chargers want to take themselves seriously, they've got to win this game. They've got to, or
Yes.
at least it's gonna be a close game. You have got to find a way to win it because the Chiefs ain't blowing nobody out. They're not. They just
No.
not. They're not. They're not built like that right now to blow anybody out. Just weird how they're built. Just funny. I can't. It's still mind boggling. They just can't blow anybody out.
Dolph here. Dolph, you two are killing me with all the agreement.
I know, right,
That's
man?
the Carlos and I annoyingly have the same brain. We pick normally the similar what the fudge cake moment.
Well, here's my thing, Dolph. Like last week when I kind of purposely went against TJ, I lost 4 of them things, man. He went undefeated. He went 16-0 last week. Did you know that? 16-0. I went 12-4. The 4 I outlandishly went against him. The Titans gonna beat the Commanders. Watch this. I got you, TJ. On some dumb stuff, man. I was on some dumb stuff, boy. I get the Eagles beating the Ravens. I get that. I'm fine with that, man. Me picking the Bengals to beat the Steelers.
What's even frustrating for you is I was torn between the Colts and the Patriots, and I flipped a coin.
You flipped the freaking coin, and the Colts won at the freaking buzzer, pretty much, man.
Pretty much, yeah.
Jesus. I say, yeah, and they won. I thought that they had the game wrapped. I turn around, the game was over. I say, oh, Patriots won. Oh, the Colts won 25-24. How the hell did that happen? So I was like, yo, there we go. I just can't win for losing. God almighty. All right, y'all, and that was our Sunday night game. Now we're going to our Monday night football game. It's gonna be the Cincinnati Bengals at the Dallas Cowboys. It's you, right? Yeah, it's you.
Please, so I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. The Cowboys have looked terrible even with before Cooper Rush. With Cooper Rush, it looks even worse. The only reason they look semi decent is they're playing the Giants, and the Giants are dog crap. Because obviously, I don't really want to swear here. So I'm gonna go with Cincinnati, even though their defense is leakier than the vegetable a leak. Um, yeah, Cincinnati. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati to beat the Bengals. To beat Dallas.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh yeah, the Cincinnati always beat the Bengals. They just beat themselves all the time. Uh, look, I don't know what's bro. I'm like, yo, this is almost like a, you know, what do you?
Coin flip.
I would say a coin flip. You know, 'cause I'm gonna go with Cincinnati only because we've seen the MO of Dallas now. Any team that has a competent offense, right?
Yeah.
That game against Washington they won was kind of fluky ish, right? And they should have lost that game. Let's keep that real.
Yes.
But both teams should have lost at any given moment. So that was a weird game. But the Cowboys still won. Bengals, on the other hand, they can score 30 plus any given moment of any game. We've seen that already multiple
Yes,
times.
they can.
Can the Cowboys score 30 plus in an offense? Hell no. Bengals win by 2 tutties. Monday Night Football.
Really?
Mhm.
Two tutties.
2 tutties. Third, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Damn.
go 34-20. Cincinnati.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I hope so because all these dumb Cowboys fan thinks, oh, you're 5-7, you can go undefeated to potentially go 10-7 into the playoffs. It's like,
That's a Cowboy fan
give
for
it
you,
a
dog.
rest. Give it a
That's a
rest. Just
Cowboy fan for you.
accept your fate.
Yeah,
Um,
any team that has a competent offense, against Dallas, we've seen it, especially Dallas being at
yeah.
home. Like they haven't. They beat the Giants. Hooray! It's your first. I mean, but if one thing we know that the Cowboys will
Hooray!
always beat the Giants. They'll always beat the Giants, no matter how bad these teams are. Cowboys will always beat the Giants until the Giants get a competent team again. So until then, yeah, give me the Cowboys every time against New York. So you can't beat New York and then had a fluky ass win against Washington. All of a sudden, you're gonna be a Super Bowl champion again. Stop that crap. So that's
Oh,
it though,
well.
y'all. Let's get our what is our week?
Ben Mott, I went with the Chargers because I have such a bad feeling about this year's Chiefs.
Yeah, he has a bad feeling about 11-1 team right now.
I do, I
It's
do.
got a
Call me
bad.
Han Solo. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling. Uh, let's go to our week 14 locks. What is your week 14 lock?
I'm going to go with Philly. I haven't picked Philly yet this year.
Yo, hold
And
on.
I've got
Did I pick Philly? Cause that's where I was
you've
going.
picked Philly already. You've picked Philly
Shit.
already.
All right, cool. Now I can't go with
You
them
picked
anymore.
Philly in week 9 when we
Oh
were against Jacksonville.
man, I'm gonna just, God dog it. I did I pick San Francisco yet?
Ooh, what?
I'm just going. I gotta get something, man. And
Detroit, Houston, Green Bay, Chicago, Philly, Baltimore, Rams, Atlanta, Washington, Dallas, Tampa Bay, Chargers, Saints. You haven't picked San Francisco.
yep, give me San Fran over Chicago, man. That's my lock.
Fair enough. I've got one above you on the lock as well. Still, you're 9-4. I'm 10-3 because the Patriots let you down.
Yep, that just sucks. That's but I had picked Detroit last week, right? You picked Buffalo, yeah.
Yes,
So
that's
both.
why I was so paying attention to that Detroit game because I was. I'm sorry. You might have just got a text from me from laughing.
Why?
Detroit almost blown. Just like
Oh
if you
yeah, yeah,
pick
yeah,
Detroit
yeah,
as a lock
yeah.
and
Oh,
then
I
they
was like,
blow it.
bro, that's just my luck, dog. That's just my luck. Hey, last year was even worse though. Last year was horrible.
I've never seen a more horrific.
Oh yeah, my
It'd been
lock was.
harder.
I went five. I think I went 6-11 on my locks last year. It was bad. That was bad, y'all. Like it just, which is a good thing though. It's a good thing in sports, you know. That
Yes,
means
yes,
nothing's ever a lock, which I like, you know.
yes.
Jeez. What's
uh,
your week 14 lock? You said
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. All right.
Philly. I'm gonna go with the birds.
All right. So you got obviously Philadelphia, Carolina. That's a safe bet right there, brother. And
Yeah.
San Fernando, Chicago. That's not as safe as I would like it to be, but I want to get that out the way. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, y'all. Hey,
All right.
closing messages. We're gonna wrap this bad boy up. It's time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Just got a couple things. Dolph, I know my show's been disappearing for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Obviously, as you can tell by my background changing, life's been a bit chaotic. Hopefully, next week, better Wi-Fi.
Yo, hey,
Hopefully, the week.
TJ. I don't know what's going on right now, but you got some. Your Wi-Fi has been the best I've ever seen it so far.
Oh, really? That's
Yes.
annoying.
You
Get decent Wi-Fi next week, and it seems like
yeah, like
getting
right now you've been moving way more than you've ever moved before. I
yeah.
noticed about an hour ago. I was like, damn, he's been all right, moving pretty very good in there. We can see him now. We can
Damn.
actually see him talking and expressing himself.
Yeah, expressing myself pretty good. But yeah, no. Hopefully, obviously, life's been a bit chaotic. I'm hoping by the 15th, my Wi-Fi should be better. I spent $2,000 on a PC, so that should all be built and up and running. So hopefully, if people want to know, is my show on Coming Sports Network should return on the 15th. I do apologize, but like at the end of every show, I have to pack everything up and move it away. You know what I mean? So I do apologize for my choices did. But I do intend to return. It's just life's been a bit chaotic there for you. And but yes, I should be okay. I just want to quick. Did you got to be a bit off topic, if that's okay, good sir?
That's what we usually do.
Yeah, most probably. Did you, obviously being a DC fan yourself, have you watched any of the CW shows on the
Yeah,
DC CW shows?
with the Arrowverse.
The Arrowverse,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I watched all of Arrow. I watched all of Flash. No,
Yeah.
I know not all of Flash. I think the last two
Went off
seasons,
shit in the end.
I kind of stopped the last 2 seasons. I watched the first
Yeah.
5 seasons, I believe, of Arrow of Flash. I watched everything of Arrow. I watched about the first 5 seasons of Flash. I like Legends of the what they
I
call
love Legends. Legends,
Legends.
DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Legend
My
Tomorrow. Yeah,
personal favorite.
I love that. I think I didn't watch the last season of that. I think.
It went wacky, but it was
But
fantastic.
yeah, I like the wackiness of it. It was cool. And then I watched Black Lightning. I think I watched every season but the last season of Black Lightning. And who else is part of it? Obviously there's Superman and
Supergirl?
Supergirl. I ain't watched none of that.
Yeah, that was crap.
Nah, I ain't watched none of that. There's a Superman and Lois right now that I haven't
So
watched that, but I heard it's pretty good.
here's the thing: Superman and Lois. This is so obviously the DC was on the CW since 2005.
I've been there since day one, baby.
Yes, so have I. See, we're the same person, except you're black.
That is true, BJ. Yeah. He said the 100. Yeah, hey, I only watched like the first half of season of 100, and I stopped. That was a long time ago.
Fair. I watched it all, and Superman Lois came to an end yesterday. So this is the first time.
So it was the show's finale.
Yes, it's done. This is the last DC show on the CW, so it's like an end of an era.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, you haven't watched Superman Lois. It's bloody phenomenal, and that ending is fantastic.
I heard it was good.
It made me cry, and yeah, I was just curious if you had seen it.
I definitely was gonna go back and watch it. I haven't watched a single episode of it. But I mean, I've seen clips and pieces of it, so I know kind of the gist of things. But I do want to go back and it's like what 4 seasons, I believe, or is it 5?
4 seasons, yeah.
4 seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was the end of the DC of CW. Cause boy, but CW had a good thing going on until they didn't. You know,
Yeah, no, I agree.
it just started getting wacky. It
Yeah.
started getting like weird. It's like, okay, y'all ain't making no sense anymore. Arrowverse. Once they had my man stop killing, I was mad about that. I was like, what's the? And then it got from like, the plot started getting stupid. It was like, okay, all right. I see why I was with a CW, but the
Yeah.
plots of Arrow was getting on my nerves. But boy, the first what three
Oh,
seasons of
good.
Arrow had me hooked, boy.
Oh, it was good. It was really
I
good.
think it all went down the second half of the Ra's al Ghul. When Ra's al Ghul was the main villain for season
it,
3, I believe that's when it went down.
yeah, it was. That's what it because they introduced Damien Dark, who was a magic villain,
Yeah,
and
the
it was
Damon,
like,
yeah,
how are we
Damon
gonna?
Dark was like 4. Then they
Yeah,
got back on track for 5 and 6.
vigilante? No, something like that.
The other guy that was the other Green Arrow dude. Uh, he
Yeah,
was
I know what you mean.
yeah. I like that a season. I think it was season 5. I think season 6 was okay, and then season 7 was like, all right, yeah, just
Yeah, I just obviously being a DC guy, like this, the DC and the CW started when I was 10 years old, with Smallville, and obviously we don't get CW in here, so this is my start
yeah.
into
I
watching
didn't I
stuff.
didn't watch Smallville as much as I like DC. That
I
was
loved it.
too corny for me. I've been
It was corny as hell,
I've been
perfect for a
I've been a
10-year-old.
mature guy for a long time. I was like, this shit. 2005. I was definitely I was 16. Yeah,
Sixteen,
that was corny. I was like, yeah, this is corny. This Superman is corny as hell.
right? So yeah, like I said, I was 10. I
Yeah,
grew up with Smallville.
yeah.
Arrow was darker. Flash got a bit dodgy, but it's just finished. So
Flash was good,
20
man.
years,
Flash was good for the
that's
first
really
5 seasons, and it just went
good.
maybe like I said, the
Hmm.
first 5. But I know for sure the first think 3 or
Four,
4 were really really good if I remember
four,
right,
three, yeah.
something like that. But yeah,
Um,
I don't know.
and then obviously 20 years later, it finally finished, and that ending was it made
Okay.
me cry.
I,
I was upset. So if I
I've
do
heard
a
number of glowing reviews about Superman and Lois. I hate the title though.
Mhm.
Why throw Lois in
Oh,
there?
it's so
So
cheesy,
yeah, so that
snotty.
women can watch it. Superman and Lois. Oh my god! I'm like, yo,
To
ugh.
be honest, she is phenomenal. She's
Oh
great
yeah,
in it.
yeah. I believe that. I believe that. I just don't like the title, Superman and Lois. Why throw her in there? I get it. The whole family dynamic. They already have kids and all that stuff, so I get it. So
Yeah.
well, is it an older Superman and Lois being together, obviously. So I get it.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah.
None of that. Oh, will they? Won't they? Sort of BS. That was most of Smallville.
Yeah. I got you. I got you. All right, well, hey, that's
Yeah.
it, man. It's time to wrap it up. As PJ he's whispering to me right now. She said, "Wrap it up." All right, y'all. All right, man. Well, look, we're out of here, y'all. This is episode 55 of Tuesdays with TJ, the NFL podcast. This is our week 14 picks and predictions with our week 13. No recap of all that, man. So Saquon Barkley, is he MVP or not? Let us know in the comments down below. If you're watching this, thank y'all for
Ooh.
showing love and support. So I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, for the homegirl PJ, and to my right, this is TJ. Let's get it. Thank y'all for showing love, all sports fans. You guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Later, mama. Love you guys. Have a good night, TJ.
Have a great night, everyone. Stay safe in this crazy world. And we'll see you next week.
Peace.